Hello everybody, and welcome back to Dice, Fables, Tomb of Annihilation. This is session 60. I am Spencer, your Dungeon Master. Joining me today are some terrible tyrants just tearing up this...
We're waltzing into indigenous lands,
Exactly.
like killing people.
This small business...
You're waltzing, I'm doing the La Cucaracha.
Well, I would like my players to introduce themselves and their characters in alphabetical order, starting with the A's.
Hello, I'm Abby. She, her, playing Elspeth. She, her. Can't wait to she, her kill some hags. Wayo.
Gonna shoot a katana.
Thank you for not laughing. Because that was awful.
You're welcome.
Good, yeah, I'm glad you realized.
I'll unsheath a katana all over you. After Abby, going down the list, is Hibiki, who isn't playing, just visiting, and somebody is welcome to share.
Nice that you're here anyway, Hibiki.
After Hibiki, though, is the M's.
Hello, this is me, Amir, she, her. I'm playing Lucia, she, her. She is currently working on the hacks to make them have been, as the new pronouns. There you go. We have another shitty pronoun joke.
And then next
she
on the
got
list,
enlightenment last time, so she understands why the hacks are shitty people.
yeah.
And she has the same outlook on people now, but is not a shitty person.
No.
And she will rub that in their face.
And next, I should say, is my brother in a different part of the country. Hey, buddy.
Yay. Hi. I am Riley, he, him. I'm playing Sven, they, them. And I'm a little tired.
Which is understandable.
I've been just like eternally tired for the last week. 'Cause I got my boobs chopped off.
Tibigon is exhausting, I've heard.
Yeah.
King. And then I digitally give you a strong handshake.
When my ex had the ball
I think that would hurt.
When my ex had the ball begun, they were knocked out for like a whole month.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Did you say ball be gone?
Yep.
Okay, that's all.
You're welcome. Well, last, our beloved boy. Who are you and who are you playing?
Sorry, I just really wanted to
Our
do
token
that.
straight man.
Hello. Not for luck. Anyways, I will soon become cat dad. It is me, Seth. I am playing Olaf, regular dad. No, sorry, Dragonborn dad. Not that he is a Dragonborn, but child is.
I was about to say,
Anyways.
you've been busy.
Way! Wife Haver. Hammer Enjoyer. I'm
Hammer
ready
Enjoyer.
to absolutely eviscerate the concept of predetermined fate.
Although you do have a greatsword now, which is different.
You have a great sword. I do like the idea of in combat switching between them, if only for flavor reasons in the final session.
It is fun.
Basically, like throwing aside the hammer, then suddenly, fuck you, Eldritch light poke or
Your
something.
legendary greatsword.
My guiding moonlight.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, sister.
You all have had some pretty substantial glow-ups. Not remarked upon much, because I haven't been doing much RP lately, but Princess Waxanray has a legendary item. Her Black Opal Crown gave her access to her Dark Gift, where she has the chorus of all of the Chultan assembly that came before her and died. So she has a whole polis inside of her head. Then we've got Lucia,
She's the
who is
avatar.
going through the enhagening process, but remaining a good person. We have Elspeth, who is ever increasingly more angelic with time. We have Sven, who got in touch with their draconic ancestry and now has a transformation. I was thinking, for that ability, actually, instead of having it be a set limit per day, I might just make it anytime you rage. Because we've been flavoring the Barbarian as part of your draconic history and Ranger as part of your human history. So, if you're amenable, anytime you rage, we can have that transformation.
That makes sense. Give me fewer cooldowns to think about.
Exactly. And then you won't have to do it on separate turns. You could just, when you rage, you become a dragon. It makes more sense. And then Olaf, of course. Olaf completed his legendary magic weapon, which is going to be a signature for his persona moving forward.
Maybe.
I feel like...
I don't know. Maybe I just don't use it ever again. Maybe we find out it's too broken.
That would be hilarious. It's the RPG mechanics problem where you get the coolest looking sword in the game at like level 50 and then you still have like 200 hours of gameplay, so you just never end up using the legendary sword.
I like the idea that it's like, oh yeah, I had a divine message from AO. It said I'm not allowed.
Yeah.
What do you mean not allowed? I'm not allowed to use it for some reason.
This +2 vorpal sword, I'll never touch it again, don't worry about it. That allows me to...
A glorified compass now.
Pseudo-teleport every once in a while.
Folding space, that's normal.
It's completely normal.
Right?
Yeah,
you
totally.
fold space all the time.
So, last time.
So it was pronounced ow for some reason.
Is it pronounced
Ow! Yeah, you called?
Should be pronounced
No,
ow.
it's pronounced AO. I just looked it
I
up.
was going to say, it should be pronounced ow. That's funnier. The
Weird
overgod
Al
ow.
Yankovic is the god of the Forgotten Realms.
Yes, well, the overgod of the Dungeons & Dragons multiverse.
Anyways,
The god
we
of
got some
gods.
hags to unhag.
So, last time you
Word.
arrived in the Night Hags nursery, this lair of the Sewn sisters, you picked up some adorable little puppet people who some of you are carrying with you. Feel free to swap those around, by the way, as needed. You found out that the Sewn sisters aren't here very often, but they will be coming back eventually. You've been slowly doing these short little puzzles that are very clearly delaying tactics as you've been opening these the skeleton key door at the end of this room, beyond which is allegedly the soulmonger. You put a lid on the cauldron so that the lair no longer is filled with a smoke that obscures everything. You plucked some scroll or some spells out of the air over in this room. Pulled a lever, pulled a lever, pulled a lever, pulled a lever. I can't read, as normal. What's up? What's next? You guys want to do the pentagonal skeleton key next, or do you want to do the octagonal skeleton key next? Or do you want to do nothing? That's up to you.
Pentagon.
Pentagon.
I love pentagons. Hey, you ever have that moment where you
Serac,
forget
they
the
hit
name
the
of-
fucking Pentagon.
Serac hit the fucking pentagon now! Anyways, I forgot what the word for a 5-sided polygon was for a second there, so let's go.
Pentagon. I love mispronouncing words. It's delightful.
Pentagon.
All right.
The pen on my tagging until my polygon.
Oh no.
We're doing this today.
Porn? I be pouring this
My-
Mountain Dew Kickstart. Anyway, that's a...
What are you, Spencer Agnew?
Yeah, you watch... I'm glad you watched Smosh too. I love that the director of games is called Spencer. It makes me very happy. We're playing a game. When you insert the pentagonal skeleton key into the door, as before, it slides in about halfway and then stops. And then you hear a clicking sound as the pentagonal magic door unlocks. And you are welcome to open it, if you so choose. Why do we have... We should not have a turn order. Oh,
Yes.
the one other thing. There is a mark on the map for something invisible that Olaf spotted on the ceiling. I can't remember if it was detect magic or see invisibility. I think it was detect magic.
It was yeah, it was detect
Yes,
magic.
there's a patch of illusion magic in about a 5-foot square. It's about silhouette size of say like a medium-sized creature up there on the
I'm
ceiling.
gonna start duct taping mop handles together and make a big poking stick.
We can certainly do that. Do you want to do that before or after you do the Pentagon Room?
I could ask, should I check out what the illusion is before we proceed?
Yeah, it's for the best.
It might be some kind of snake hole that the hags are gonna drop out of.
I'll stop
Oops.
tracing that room in the fog of war.
Lucia is still in the ethereal plane at the moment, meditating.
Gotcha. And you don't see anything on the ceiling, so whatever that is not ethereal in nature. This room is 30 feet up, so do you have a 25-foot pole in your back pocket? Or are you just happy to
If
see
not,
me?
I'm literally like as I said, I would be breaking off table legs and making a long enough stick.
Okay.
Or I could flash forge a metal pole if need be.
You
Would
could
have
also
firemen
stand
poles?
here and reach over the railing.
True.
Well, it's
true.
30 feet up. The stairs are only a 5-foot drop, or high up, so you would still have to cross that 20 feet to get to it.
Oh, well, first off, I can just throw like a lug nut through there and see if it.
Yeah,
passes
so make an
through
attack roll
freeway.
in that section of the ceiling.
Sure. Can't wait for it to be a roper, guys. I love ropers. Brackets, I don't. I will
This
just
is
make
where
a
we find
hand
out
axe attack.
Olaf is into Shibari.
Not Olaf.
Damn, Rog.
Yusuf is
I have
into
to
Shibari.
facilitate.
You're up by
Elspeth
Yusuf.
is
I don't
into
think-
ship.
I don't think that's what Abby was going for, but go off, King. 14.
14's pretty good, yeah. What's your strength modifier?
Oh, my strength modifier is a +2. Where is my strength? +2. But I
2?
attack with my intelligence, I believe.
Oh, then what's your intelligence modifier?
+5.
Plus 5. All right. So yeah, you hurl this lug nut up there. Seems to hit something. There's a like sound of ripping paper, and then the lug nut falls back to the ground.
Well, that's something, right?
Do you want me to have a look?
If you want, I'm about to explode that section of ceiling.
Can
I will
get...
cast.
Sorry.
Oh,
Before you do your decision, I do need a perception check from everybody.
yeah.
I have eyes, but I don't like to use them.
Ooh. Okay. And I just need one from Sven.
I don't think I can make one because I'm actually never mind. I can look into the ethereal out of the ethereal, right?
This is listening, though. This is with your ears.
Okay, then I don't think so.
Wouldn't
Also,
count
she's
for-
busy meditating.
Yes. Okay. So Sven and Elspeth, both of you hear what sounds like the scuttling of limbs. Olaf, your detect magic is gone, so you don't know where it's moved. But Elspeth and Sven, you can tell it has moved from the space, whatever it is. It has moved from the space where it was on. Sounds like the ruffling of clothes and like dry papery rubbing.
Lightning breath in that direction.
All right, so you know it moved from its square. So what I want you to do is draw a line where you want your lightning breath to hit the ceiling from where you are on the ground.
Yeah.
So
One moment.
Yeah, so just feel free to draw a line. We'll say with the
Yeah,
angle.
30 feet.
With the angle,
I have
you know it's about.
I have range.
You know it's
Because
about
the
5
ceiling's
feet
only
tall.
30 feet.
So you're going to designate 2 squares because with the angle, you'll be crossing
Yeah.
over at least 2 squares worth. So 2 adjacent
Probably
squares
do that.
around the ceiling. Okay.
These two.
Very good. Your lightning bolt arcs out. It seems to just strike the ceiling. So you don't see it hit a silhouette of any kind.
I'm gonna cast fly on myself.
Mhm.
Can I give you a stick so you can start like mopping the ceiling of like cobwebs? Like a little.
I
broom.
think we're going to need to roll initiative at this point if we're going to do a hunt here.
Oh.
If you guys think this is a creature you want to hunt, because
No, I just want
I
to have a
want
look.
to know
What's
why
it?
Okay,
it's.
if you're just
like,
having a look-
spying on us.
then that'll be a skill check. What skill would you like to
I
use?
mean,
Yeah.
we're in the hex layer. Go figure.
As you begin to fly.
Where is the thing?
So we know there's like an illusory thing on the ceiling, right?
Yes.
I'm just gonna like fly up there, see if I can like just see what's on the other side of it.
That section where Olaf saw something?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. You go over there. Give me a investigation check, I would think. And it can be a wisdom investigation, if that's better for you. 'Cause
It
you're
is
using your
better.
senses.
I'll use a sorcery point to get advantage.
Ooh, all right then.
16.
Okay, you could see that there is there's not sweat, but there's a bit of like cobwebs rubbed off in what looks like handprints and footprints. It would seem that there is a human-like creature up here that has a spider climb ability, because you could tell that there's a hand and 2 feet that have been scuffling around up here.
Okay, I'll say to everyone, someone on the ceiling with spider climb. Which god gave spider climb?
Not Glowy says that is.
No,
It's not Chloe's one.
What was that?
Okay, that's all.
I don't remember.
That's all I wanted to know, really.
Glowy had the
you said-
psychic scream done.
The illusion that it's not like, is it like a Dark Souls hidden door where it's concealing a
No.
section of
So
wall?
it's not. You now know for sure it's not an object. There was a creature there that was invisible, and Olaf could see
Okay.
it because of detect magic, but detect magic is gone now.
Yeah.
So it has since moved away from you. It's somewhere probably on the ceiling or walls. Kabuzin is telling you inside of your head, of course, he wants you to nuke the ceiling, just like implosion right there in the middle. Just try to get as much of it as you can.
fire like the ceiling and hope to get lucky.
Exactly. Let's see. Obalaka is just honestly enjoying the contemplation. Obalaka's big on meditation.
I'm not
she's
casting.
like,
I just want the.
you go,
description.
Queen. You meditate in the ethereal.
Hey.
Let's see. Sven has Ejin inside of their head. Ejin is probably going to be saying, is delighting in this idea. It's like a scavenger hunt. So Ejin is thinking about like playing this as a game of Battleship. So they're like, we want to try to triangulate it and herd it. So whenever we get a hit, we want to try to think about where it would go to try to hide next. So Sven's maybe got this for us.
Sven's head is on a swivel.
Exactly. And Olaf, who do you have inside of you?
Commandant.
Right. The one temple, the one shrine you guys did outside. Shigambi. Shigambi is probably just telling you to... honestly, it would be telling you just to leave it because they're an honorable combatant. So they're like, if it's not going to fight us and it hasn't triggered an alarm or anything, it's probably not a big deal.
I tend to disagree because what if it's spying for the hags? If something's in here, it has one of two allegiances to the tomb or to everyone else.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind that the trickster spirits aren't necessarily right. This is just their impulses.
Yeah, this is what they would do. Honestly, I kind of want to herd it. I like what Ejin is saying to Sven. I know I don't hear it, but I want to herd it and then use fairy fire maybe.
Oh, for sure. So, in that case,
I'm just gonna figure out how to
Can
do
I-
that.
want to take a...
Can I try intimidating it?
How would you like to do that?
I'll just say, look, if you're trying to hide, then I'm gonna just hazard a guess that you're not able to fight us. If you want to live, then you should probably show yourself right now, and then we won't kill you.
Oh, okay. Give me an intimidation check.
19.
Ooh, 19's pretty good.
I just realized I have see invisibility, but please go off, Queen.
Given this thing's immunities, I'm going to say it doesn't even have to roll to resist this. I think just socially, it has no reason to. And mechanically, even if you boosted this with magic, you would have no way to force it to listen to you. So I'm going to say it does not appear with what you have said.
Look, we're fully capable of just killing you. It's just an inconvenience to us, so we don't want to have to do that.
I'm going to cast see invisibility on myself.
Yeah. So, Olaf, you see the token is right here.
Yeah, I'm gonna silently do this so I don't interrupt my wife.
Now that you have seen invisibility on, you can see it a bit better. It looks to be a figure, an androgynous figure, so no obvious secondary sexual characteristics. Roughly 5.5 feet tall, and it seems to have like one hand stuck to the ceiling, 2 feet stuck to the ceiling, and the other hand sort of like dangling down, swaying a bit, as if there's a breeze that isn't there.
And look, I sort of like with my hand, I'm gonna sort of try and get Elspeth's hand and sort of slowly indicate to her to make sure that not quite looking directly at it to not give it away just yet, give away the ghosts. Just sort of be like over there, look in that direction.
Give me let's call it a deception check. We'll do it a dexterity deception check. because you're trying to seal Team 6 hand motions.
I could also do sleight of hand. I have a
Sleight of hand would
it's
also
a 0.
work. Sleight of hand would also work.
My sleight of hand is 0, anyways.
I forgot sleight of hand was a skill.
12.
Pretty solid, pretty solid. Let's see. I got to roll a perception. Well, that was definitely under 12. So you get this across, and the figure continues to hang there. You can see what would be its head seems to be rotating in space as if it's looking around, but you can't really make out any details.
Can I make an insight check on this creature?
Yeah, go for it.
Apologies. I'm just
You can ask the dolls. They might know.
You could also ask the dog.
1 second. I need to remind myself. Do I have the monkey or do I have the faithless one?
Currently, the only one that is officially claimed is Straw Bundle on Lucia. The other two can be...
I have the faceless one because I put it in a papoose last session.
Right.
I'm just trying to find
Clay
it.
No Face. Clay No Face can't talk, so they're not going to be
Clay
much
No
help.
Face. Okay. Insight. Critical fail. This thing means us harm, and I'm going to get...
Oh, it's just hard to read.
Ragdoll.
There's no features on it. It's just like a rough silhouette.
Yeah, I can see it as if it were visible. It's still this androgynous feature. Like androgynous.
Oh, you see it as if it is visible. You don't just see a silhouette.
For the duration, you see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible, and you can see into the ethereal plane.
That makes sense.
Ethereal plane creatures appear ghostly and translucent,
Then
but
you
you
can see
still
Lucia.
see them as if they were
I'm
visible.
sorry. I'm full of shit. In that case, you absolutely see what it is. It appears to be a well-dressed human man. You'd put him in his 50s. He's got some righteous mutton chops and some nice curly brown hair. He's got some dark glossy eyes. And again, he's hanging up on the ceiling. With
That
your
J-Schlatt? What the fuck?
What's your insight check? What was it?
It was a critical failure.
Oh, it was a critical failure. Yeah, so you don't glean anything else. But yeah, it appears
Is it
to just be...
like a gnome or something?
No, he's human. He's 5.5 feet tall. He appears to be wearing it's run down, but it's still like a pretty nice tuxedo.
What the fuck? Is he wearing a tuxedo? That's the most cursed shit in
And
this
he's
dude.
currently just sort of
Did you
hanging
say
off the
this?
ceiling, just looking around at you guys.
Like Spider-Man?
Yeah.
Like with one hand
Yeah.
grabbing the ceiling? Like
Yeah.
Andrew Garfield in No Way Home?
Yeah, but also like looking like Michael Sheen, just hanging there on the ceiling.
I wave. I think at this point it's just a fucking guy.
Yeah, at that point, I think even with its 9 perception check, it would notice you waving. So I think it's gonna look over at you, notice that it's been seen. It's gonna let go of the ceiling, drop to the ground. You watch it flutters a bit. Its clothes flutter in the wind a bit as it has a kind of a feather fall. So it takes no fall damage as it lands on its feet, and then just sort of holds its hands gently in front of it and like bows to you a little bit, and then the rest of you watch as it becomes visible. So all the rest of you can
I'm
see
sorry,
it.
I need to make a comment on the components for the spell. See invisibility, you need talcum powder. You literally just boom,
Yeah.
and you put talcum powder in the
It's
fucking
one of those spells.
Yeah, so now all of you can see this fancy little butler lad. Could I get insight checks from everybody? Except
Did I
Olaf,
make one
'cause Olaf
again?
already
Or,
failed.
yeah, I was about to say.
18.
18! Yeah, the pun components are great. So Elspeth is definitely
I can't remember what
passing.
the pun was
Let's just
with
see about
Guano.
everybody else. So Lucia's got a
I think
roll.
this
Sven's
guy's
definitely
completely trustable.
got this.
I
guy's
mean,
number.
I'm not quite there, but
In that case,
kinda
don't
there.
worry about it.
I'll give you a roll anyway.
9
But
is
yeah, no,
quite high
she's-
enough
she's
because
too.
this creature has proficiency in deception. So with an 18 and 20, though, you see past his passive deception. This is very clearly a construct. The skin is just very well painted paper. Those glossy eyes are like little buttons set back Coraline style in the eye sockets. It is a convincing one, but not convincing enough. If you get close to this thing or touch it, it'll be very clear that it's not a human being. It also
That's
doesn't
not
seem,
a real person.
also doesn't seem to be able to talk.
Do you serve the tomb?
Nods.
You mean
Alright.
us harm?
Shakes his head.
Will you give information to those who seek us harm?
Shakes his head no.
I can't ask like what its job is without like going through a fucking list.
This thing's not a person, so I'm honestly like Elspeth just stood behind you with a arc bolt ready in her hand.
Doesn't seem
Yeah, this thing's not
particularly
a
concerned
person.
for its welfare, I will say.
Yeah, it's just a fucking guy, isn't it?
No.
Did someone ask you to watch us?
Nods.
Would that be a Sirak?
Shakes head no.
The hags?
Shakes head yes.
Nods head yes.
Yeah, nods head yes, thank you.
Will you be relaying any information to them?
Shakes head no.
Are you here to prevent us from doing anything?
Shakes head no. At that,
Obviously,
it's going to
gonna
raise a finger, and it's going to point to its belly, and then rub the belly, and like point to you.
I think it wants to
Really?
eat us.
Shakes head no. Points
Are we
insistently.
hungry?
Nods.
You're going to cook for us.
Nods.
Is it going to
Why
be
would-
cannibalism
Shakes
at
head
all?
no.
Is the food going to be fine? Like
Shakes head
nothing
yes.
weird? So
Why
are you
would
just here to be
hags feed us?
hospitable?
Shakes head yes.
Can I
and-
insight this? Like,
Yeah, you can insight the
Entire-
interaction now. You know that it's a construct, so I'll give you advantage.
2 insights.
13?
13.
As far as you can tell, it hasn't lied to you. That doesn't mean necessarily that it's being like entirely honest and not withholding anything, but nothing it's indicated has been untrue thus far.
Can I also make an insight? Can I make it without the advantage? Because I'm actively in the conversation, but I'm not like
Yeah.
observing. So I'll just make a singular
Yeah.
insight check.
He's slightly shorter
22.
than you. 22, yeah. You've probably gotten a little closer as you're talking to it. And it smells like paper. Like old
Like
musty
paper mache?
books. Yeah, paper mache and
Ooh.
glue. With a 22 insight, though, there isn't any malice here. You get the sense that this is a thing that doesn't really have emotions. It has a job to do, which is probably, like everything else in this room, to stall. So what it's offering could be trapped, could not be trapped. It may not know, necessarily. But whatever it is offering is part of the delaying tactics in here.
Look, the hag sent this thing. They wouldn't just send us a butler to feed us. It's either
Yes,
just going to
but-
be to keep us here longer or poison us.
Well, we don't have to accept its offer, but my thinking is they wouldn't just put a shark in a box and expect us to open it. They'd try to impede us in non-direct ways. It feeds us,
Yes.
we have a meal, but that... Yeah, I see your point. I don't really
Let's
see
just
the
get
point
to
in
this
killing this
room and
thing.
leave it to do whatever it's going to do.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
as soon as you
I think
ignore
it would be a waste of time as well.
as soon as you stop talking to it, it's going to shuffle over this way, climb up the stairs, and head towards the Pentagon door.
Oh?
Alright. We unlocked this door before,
Yeah.
so...
it will open the door. And you
And
see
then
beyond.
10 billion snakes exit.
You get a billion swords of snakes, and you get a billion swords of snakes. They all might only hit like 1 in 20, but they do like 1 damage. You're dead.
But there's more than 20 of them.
There's a lot more than 20 of them. And each one of those more than
Actually
20 of them is more than 20 of
a
them.
fairly cozy little spread, which I will read to you right now. Of course, the
know it.
PDF resets, so I need to scroll back down to the Trial of the Pentagon. You smell the delicious aroma of sweet, spiced meats greeting you. The end of a 20-foot-long corridor, a room opens up with red tapestries covering the walls. A feast is spread out on the 3 tables, consisting of a roast boar, of squash stew, and a tray of iced cakes. Flagons of frothy beer complete the banquet. A gaunt human male... Oh, you've already met him. Never mind. That's just describing this butler, who you've already met.
John.
As written, he should have been in this room, but more fun to have him be hiding and watching you creepily from the ceiling. The other thing you notice in here, there's a kitty cat curled up next to the roast boar on the table.
1 second. I'm here, just my mom came in. Jeez.
There's a kitty cat seemingly asleep on the table next to that roast boar.
A kitty cat? You're not supposed to eat a cat, right?
No. Mr. Thread, well, you don't know his name. The butler shakes his head no, and tries to shoo the cat away. Mia, how would the cat respond as the butler tries to shoo the cat?
I think the cat would be very, very not awake from something like that. They would just continue napping.
Brushing the cat frantically, the cat continues to ignore it. Butler eventually just mimes sighing, and then just returns to its butler stance and motions to the spread. What would you like to eat?
I don't want to eat anything.
Or drink?
So are these, this at the back, all of these so far I think had something to do with like their number. Like the sixth one had, the hexagon had 6 candles, the triangle had 3 levers, I think.
That is
the
correct.
Square one is paper.
The triangle had
a
triangular glass cylinder around the thing. The hexagon room had 6 candles.
Yeah.
The square room weirdly didn't have any 4 relationship. So yeah, it's a worthwhile thought. Kabuzin, by the way, is very hungry. Kabuzin is
the square one had the square pieces of paper.
That's right. That's what it was. Kabuzin is telling you, by the way, that you are very hungry, and that boar smells delicious.
Look, the first thing they tell you when you're learning about hags or any fairy tale ever is that you don't accept food from them.
That's valid. And nobody has Nang Nang.
It might just be roller skate thing, and suddenly it's full of maggots.
That's fair. That's fair.
These at the back of the room, is this the ale?
So the ale is... Yes,
the beer?
Yeah, around a little cask on the table.
Are all the cups filled?
They are. The bubbles are still frothy and fresh. It would appear that they have been magically summoned. Or at least are magically sustained as they are. The only other thing that really is of note in this room is each wall has red tapestries that are ringed in golden thread. Each of them has 5 sides. They're pentagonal. They're like red shields hanging on the walls from iron rods. Otherwise, it's just
anything
sort of
behind them.
Which one do you want to check?
I'll start with the one to the south.
The far one?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
The one to the south, to the left when you enter the room.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, give me a perception check.
Perception. 9.
9. Yeah, I mean, you see when you get up close to the fabric, you see that the fabric itself has a weird, like, texture to it. You know the way that every superhero costume is textured in superhero movies to make them look good on camera? But it's weird if you see textures like that in real life. That's what this sort of fabric is. You don't see anything noteworthy on the tapestry itself. It appears to just be red with a weird pattern to it. And when you pull it aside, there's nothing behind it.
Okay.
And ditto for the rest of the tapestries in the room. You can go around.
Yeah. Anyone else have any ideas?
Can I always ask the cat?
You could. The cat is just sitting there. It doesn't seem to. It shouldn't. Seems to not supposed to be here.
I'm going to take one of the. I'm going to take one of the flagons and just pour out there.
Yeah. Splashes on the ground. Smells kind of sweet. But there are no consequences.
Yeah, Mr. whatever his name is doesn't turn into like a horrific Coraline monster and kill us.
You could, Elspeth, you're the only one in the room so far. You could give me an insight check, Elspeth.
Okay. There's everything else failing. I'm going to pet the cat.
Yeah.
7.
Yeah, I mean, Butler doesn't seem to react too much. Doesn't want to get splashed on, obviously, so it sort of steps away from the beer. but it doesn't really react to you wasting food.
I'll pet the cat whilst I think about more solutions.
Yeah. Up to you whether the cat wakes up, Mia. At this point.
I think cat will just purr.
Valid.
Is that glowy? I swear to God, if it's fucking...
I'm gonna pick the cat up and move it outside of the room.
Yeah. You're welcome to.
Quick question. I'm gonna comment at this point. I feel like it's meta, but I'm gonna look at the cat. Like, where the fuck is there a cat here? Does the cat look familiar? Is the cat like patterning familiar?
Give me a history check.
Swear to God.
You have control of the
shake
token.
this cat.
Wait, is it fucking Volk?
10.
10? It's not Volk. The patterning on the fur does look familiar, though.
I'm gonna pick up the cat. The way you look at it, like you pick up a cat to like look at its face before it scratches you. It's like glowy.
I think the cat would just give a big yawn. You smell a bit of cat breath.
Yep. It stinks.
And then starts licking its paw while you still have it like by the scruff of the neck.
Yep.
I have it like my hands like on his chest, like underneath its arms, so it's just looking at me. You can still do all that, but I'm staring at this cat, just like eyeing it up. It's like, Chloe, if that's you, it'd be really nice to know that you're safe.
I
Stops
think you
licking
might
the
be
paw.
using it.
It just looks at you and just boops your nose with the paw.
I'm gonna pick up the cat, like you pick up a cat.
Yep.
And I'm gonna take it out the room.
Yeah, you all have
use...
control of the tokens. You can just move it where you want.
Alright. Buddy, I'm just going to move you over here for now. And then I'm gonna give like the cat a little like a frazzle of the ears, like a little scritchy. It's like, alright, you stay there while we figure this out. I'll talk to you late. Am I talking to the cat? Am I going insane again?
I think so. You know, like, I'm upset about what happened to Chloe as well, but I think we need to accept that they're gone, you know?
It would be
Nara
nice to have some
immediately picks up the
closure.
cat and is petting the cat.
No.
You can't stop that girl.
You know that
from
like
being a girl.
that little gif of like the hand petting something and they use it for everything. It's just that hand just petting the cat, just like yeah. It's like right.
You want to have a look around, Olaf?
Oh yeah. Yeah, there are 5 cups. It's the Pentagon room.
There are 5 cups.
There's,
there are also 5 tapestries.
4 plates. Can I move the
5
tapestry?
entrees.
See what's behind one.
I've
Well,
already
Elspeth
looked.
already did that. You could double
Alright.
up if you want to.
I'm gonna check underneath the plates.
Yeah.
Is there anything on the plate? Like, I'll put my hand to support whatever's on the plate, so I can look under and see if there's like any message underneath. But you'd only be able to see if you ate the food.
Yeah, go for it.
Something. Yeah, is that a roll or just I just do that?
Perception.
Perception. And if I don't see anything on the underside, I'll like move the food aside and see if there's anything on the plate.
Yeah, so each of them is stamped with a little green devil face right in the middle. As if
Did they get them at the fucking gift shop?
it would seem like it, yeah.
And there's nothing like underneath the food if I were to like push it aside with a fork.
The food reacts as normal when you push it. It appears to just be normal food. I'll highlight what they are again. What do we have? Where are they? Right, there's
5
roast
entrees,
boar,
5
squash, ice cake, and beer. So there's 4 food items.
There's 4 food items. Okay. And then there's the 5th thing of this like pitcher here.
No, that's
Have a
the
look
bear.
Yeah, but that's a pitcher of beer, right? There's 5 cups and then there's a whole big pitcher, right?
Yes.
I'll see if I can pour out some of the beer and look inside.
Out of the pitcher or a cup?
Of the pitcher.
Of the pitcher, yeah. You pull the top of the lid of the pitcher off and have a look inside. I'm just reading here real quick.
And suffer instant death of the death kind.
Yeah. It's got a shit ton more beer inside. You're welcome to just dump it on the ground. It doesn't seem to... Again, the butler at this point, seeing splashing water all around, is going to back up so they don't get wet. But yeah, it seems to just be tin, big tin.
I feel like a monkey, like in a lab doing puzzles, and the hags are like looking through one-way glass, be like, "Oh, they're fucking idiots."
Look at those stupid fuckers.
Yeah.
Was the solution just being actually eating the food?
Yeah,
No one would be stupid enough to eat the food, so they have to eat the food to solve this.
This looks like normal food to me, right? Despite the beers magically filling up, this looks like normal fucking food, right?
Yeah, as far as you can tell. I mean, you have detect poison disease or anything like that?
No.
You do have a wand to detect traps.
I'll use, I think this is my final charge of... No, there's no the traps in this room. I detected it last session, I think.
It's only the nearest trap to you.
Yeah.
And
Standing in the center of the room, I will use a wand to detect traps.
Yeah.
Can't wait for there to be 52 glyphs of warding inside of that man.
Absolutely not. There are no traps in this room.
I'm gonna just take a slice of ham and I'm gonna take a bit of everything and eat it in turn. Like from entree to appetizer to main to dessert.
Okay.
And then I'll finish it off with a beer.
So you eat the boar as first. Is that the first thing you're doing?
Whatever I would think is the entree.
That's probably the boar. You've got boar, you've got stew, you got cake, and you got beer. Although there's only 3 jugs of beer left. Or 3 mugs left.
Yeah, and I'll do it all in turn.
Okay. So you have a slice of boar. You feel incredible. You feel strong. And in fact, you feel so strong that for the next hour, you're going to have advantage on your strength checks. Strength ability checks.
Okay. Chill. I'm assuming whatever you eat first, you'll have a different boon.
Oh, sorry. That's 24 hours.
Damn.
So that's pretty good. Anything that's related to strength, I have advantage.
Yes. Checks, not saving throws. Ability checks.
But like attacks, if they... Oh, my attacks are...
Strength, yeah.
Intelligence, so I can either be advantage and...
Yeah.
Attack rolls are not ability checks.
No, strength ability checks. So, so skills. Athletics, for instance.
Okay. And then eating all the other food is not...
We'll call that the charm of the boar.
Elspeth, I feel different. Maybe you should try something as well. Something different.
Different in a good way?
Different in a good way, like I could lift you up with one hand.
Go ahead.
I'll have a mug of beer.
Yeah, so you drink one of the mugs of beer. So you feel incredibly lucky, almost like vibrating in high. So you gain a special die, a 1d6. Anytime in the next 24 hours, you can roll that dice once and add it to the result of a d20 roll you just made.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. So I guess it's
Ben, do you like
instead of
cake
that,
or stew?
Instead of that, we'll treat this as an inspiration instead, because that's basically the mechanic we have for our modded inspiration. So you just get an inspiration die, because that's better than the d6. Because I think we're at d12 now for the inspiration die.
Yeah.
I think we're still at d8s.
D8s. You're level 9? 10?
Level. I think they become d8, d10s at level 11.
Okay. Shit. Well, you're still d8s then.
Bardic inspiration die.
Still better than a d6. You have a d8.
Yeah. Cool.
So inspiration for Elspeth.
Yeah,
it was stew, squash, and thingy, right?
And keep note of this. So you have the charm of the beer. The beer charm.
Yep.
And Olaf has the boar charm.
Yeah, I feel amazing. Mike Sanway, come and try this stew. And Sven, what was the other one?
There's ice cakes. So they're like little, we'll say they're like zebra cakes. They're covered in white chocolate ganache with like dark chocolate striping on them.
I like how the "hey, don't accept food from hacks" was instantly thrown out to the window after the first effect was something positive.
Yep.
The first 2 effects are positive.
Yeah, you don't know if there's something else that is not just obvious yet.
Hey, Lucia, have whatever one that makes you not a bitch.
Would the cat?
No, sorry.
Would the cat?
She's not there. She's still in the.
Would the cat
Yeah,
have
I
any
know.
opinions
I
on
know.
Nare coming in here to eat a cake?
No, you can do that.
Well, I'm asking the person playing the cat. Would the cat have any opinions on Nare coming in here to eat food?
They'd likely jump on the tail next to her and just do like a little paw over the cake.
Yeah. And
In a
then
like, no, don't eat it kind of manner.
Nare sighs, but she will ruffle the cat's face a bit and like squish the cheeks a bit, and she'll say, "Yeah, you're probably right. I trust you." And she'll pick up the cat again. She seems very
Okay,
happy.
so
What
about the stew?
Cat.
Reasonable.
The stew.
I'd be happy if I was holding a cat.
what about the stew? I'll
Yeah.
go to the cat. What about the stew?
Cat doesn't seem to want you to eat anything. Cat's like, no.
Right, well, do you have any idea how we're supposed to do this? Since you're so smart for a cat?
Gives you the sideways, I don't know what's going on. I wonder if this makes more sense at a 45-degree angle. Look.
Slow blink.
No, slow blink is
Well, that's a smile.
sign of
That's
action.
right. Yeah, just this sideways head look.
I think slow blink
just-
is like I trust you, right?
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
smile basically. So yeah, cat isn't going to be much help here. Oh no!
Oh right.
Discord is bullying Riley.
I'm gonna
This is
walk up
discrimination.
behind. I'm gonna walk up behind Jeeves and just
Yeah.
like pour some beer on him.
Why?
It freaks out a bit, and like it's like brushing intently, and you can see as the paper sort of flies away, this thing is just stuffed full of like shredded paper. So it manages to pull the soggy bits off before it sinks in. But it would appear that it doesn't want to be wet in any circumstances, and it's going to make the first non-neutral expression of the day. It looks at you with a grimace, as it's like, "Don't do that."
So mean.
Oh, Riley just got kicked out
Yeah.
on our end.
Riley's got to go
Oops,
eventually
oopsies.
anyway, because something's up. He's got to go do something.
Yeah. Or like 15 minutes later.
I'm gonna go over and start trying to repair with like by manifesting some paper tools or cartography tools, whatever you'll allow me to do.
You do have the mending cantrip
Paper
as well.
tool. Fuck up, paper
Yeah,
tool.
I will just cast medicine.
Yeah.
Why'd you do that?
Can you just
I mean, he's on the
prestidigitation to make
outside.
the
He
paper not
said
wet?
that himself. So there's probably lack of any better option. There's probably something inside of him that will
Shakes
help
head
us out.
vigorously no. I think when you get over to it, Olaf, I think it's like trying to put you between it and Elspeth.
No, she'll abuse and kill me. No, it's fine. And then I'm gonna get some like a painter's brush out of nowhere and cast mending and just start like pasting
Wonderful,
paper back
wonderful.
into place.
So I would like you to roll me a d8, please.
Sure. 6.
6. Okay.
Ah, it has 8 personalities. We've reached the neutral one, and now it's a cycle. Ooh.
No. You repair it. The damage that was done by the beer and the lug nut thrown at it earlier are gone. It is back up to full hit points.
Oh, that's good to hear.
It seems to like you.
And
It is going to pat you on the shoulder, and it's going to, again, gesture at the feast. Like, please eat.
I think we're not going to make much progress without eating. I'm going to ask you directly. Will eating each of the foods open the door?
Shakes his head no.
Do you know
Well,
what will
eating-
open the door?
Nods.
Would you be able to tell that to us?
Points at its eyes.
Points at its
Buttons?
eyes.
Points at its eyes, and then points at your eyes, and then gestures back to the room. Says, look.
Look in the room. Okay. I'm going to check underneath the tables.
All right. Give me a perception check, Olaf.
Okay. I think the food is a mislead.
This could be an intelligence and perception check.
Okay, so I have proficiency in perception, so I will just use a skill that I have proficiency
There you go.
in. So it'll be an Arcana. 19.
So this tapestry, that pattern that Elspeth noticed but rolled really bad on, In the middle of the tapestry over here, that pattern coalesces into the silhouette of the green devil face.
Oh.
When you notice that,
okay.
you go up to it. Would you do anything with that pattern? It's about 6 inches round, just in the
Grab
dead
into
center
the
of the
mouth.
tapestry.
Don't get your head bitten off.
Right on the nose.
Oh yeah, your finger goes right through like it's not even there.
I remove the tapestry and try to go through.
Still a solid wall behind it.
So I reach my hand into the tapestry.
Reach through the tapestry, feel around a bit. There's like a 6-inch cube space on the other side, and you feel a tiny little lever at the back.
Ka-chunk.
Ka-chunk. You pull the lever.
And then I like very quickly retreat my hand.
Yeah, you hear the clicking and turning of the pentagon skeleton key finishing its turn. The butler sort of
What?
nods, satisfied.
So what did I miss?
I solved
so
the puzzle.
Elspeth
What
drinks
was the
some beer.
solution?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh yeah, so what we found out is that each of the foods gives a different boon. So I have advantage on all strength ability.
Yeah, I got the 2 boons. The first 2 boons.
Oh,
The
so
beer
what we
and
were trying to do is
the-
get other people to eat the food. We thought that everyone would have to eat a piece of food, but turns out it was all a mislead to waste time. In actuality, one of the intricate tapestries has an illusory section that has a lever inside of it.
yep.
Nice.
And the
But
cat
you can still
didn't
have
want
some
you to
cake or
eat the
stew. I can't wait to have the runs after this too. Quickly to the butler, would you be willing to come with us if we were to kill the hags and leave this tomb?
Shakes its head. It says, no, none for me, please.
Do you like it here, or would
Nods.
you?
Again, gestures to the
That's
food.
okay.
And it'll hold up
It's
its wrist.
it's
It'll
a
hold up its
literal
wrist,
rule.
and it'll tap on its wrist. And then
Are you
gesture
trying to
again at
waste
the
our
food.
time?
It doesn't actually answer that one, but it will tap its wrist and then gesture at the food, as if to indicate there's only so much time for you to gain these benefits. It's a limited time offer.
Is the food going to expire if we don't eat it?
Nods.
Guys, if we want to get these boons from the food, we might as well do it now. Otherwise, it's gonna run out. Are the boons repeatables? But you can only have one.
I trust Chloe the
You can
cat.
eat more. The beer is limited because there's only so much, and there's one mug left. But the other foods you can share between the party. Anybody that wants to eat them.
Will the food expire, or will it just lose its benefits?
The butler seems to imply that you only have so long before you're not going to be able to eat the food. You don't know what that means.
Okay.
But you
Well-
get the sense that it's 24 hours, the ones that you have experienced so far.
Okay, that's fine. If we all have chosen eat or not eat, then it's done. I am going to take a little zebra
I
cake
think
and just...
Sven has not decided yet if they want
Fair
to.
enough.
eat it.
1 second. I'm going to get 2 zebra cakes, give one to Elspeth. I mean, this suffices for the wedding cake, doesn't it? For now, at
Cheers.
least. Do a little cheers and just pump.
Yeah. If you want to eat the zebra cakes, you gain 2d10 temporary hit points, which you may roll.
Okay, wait, I'm just going to eat everything in this room if I keep getting the benefits. I'm sorry.
They don't double up. You get, you can eat more of the boar, you won't get more advantage.
No,
Eat
each of
more
the
ice
unique
cakes,
items.
You'll get more. Yeah.
Elspeth's gonna stop there.
Okay. If you want to eat some of the squash stew, Olaf.
I'll have one of the beers, because we know what that does.
Yep. In that case, the last beer goes to you, so you also have the charm of the beer. So you have the cake charm, the beer charm, and the boar charm. Do you want the squash charm too?
I kind of want to know what it does.
Nothing will ever
I'm-
go wrong, of course.
Of course
Don't
not.
worry about it.
Absolutely not.
I rolled terribly on those 10 hit points, but it's fine. I'm going to ask him, are there going to be later on negative effects if we eat these food?
You should have asked that first.
The butler doesn't answer. Give me an insight
Do you
check.
not know, or can you not tell?
Give me an insight check. It doesn't seem to have heard your question.
That's wrong, actually. You're wrong. You heard me.
I think what was said before with the it's just there to waste time is likely accurate. Or
You
it
don't
is
know whether it
something
actually
very
heard you or
awful.
not. It doesn't seem to understand the question, so it's not giving you an answer one way or the other.
Alright, let's move
Yep.
on.
Okay. Blame me later, and we have great restoration if need be.
Okay. So with all the food declared, Riley's saying he trusts the cat. Good call. Always trust the cat. Nari definitely does. You head over. Before you can place the skeleton key in there, Lucia, you see
Hello.
in the ethereal plane, the cauldron is beginning to bubble and this is exclusively on the ethereal plane.
Olaf would also see that.
Oh, how long is
I
he
see a
invisibility?
ghostly 1 hour.
An hour.
We have not spent
Okay.
an hour in there.
In that case, yes, you could see that on the ethereal plane, the cauldron is beginning to bubble and splash, and you could see in a flash 3 figures emerge, bursting forth from the cauldron as the Sewn sisters enter this room. And since you're aware of them, there won't be any surprise rounds.
Yay.
Okay.
So let's get some initiative rolls.
Is this them or just their ethereal, like astral projections
They
again?
appear to be in the ethereal plane at the moment, but it is definitely them as far as you can tell. Habu?
I'll change it to the 16 I actually rolled. I'm gonna wreck their fucking shit so
Absolutely.
fucking hard.
So yes, they're on the ethereal right now, so Olaf, you could see them. The only person that can really interact with them at the moment is Lucia.
Okay,
Or,
I'm gonna
target them, I should say.
I'm
Oh,
like
how
gonna prepare for
convenient, isn't
combat.
You're going to find out the name of this construct in a minute.
Oh no! Please don't make him into a Carline boss. I like him. He's cool.
That was your first mistake, liking anything that the Sewn sisters have done.
So we have Sven rolled, Abby rolled, Olaf rolled. We have a Lucia roll. That is everybody. Descending order.
And Asaka is somewhere, and I'm guessing I control her. Where is she actually?
She'll
She knows-
follow your
oh, no,
turn in
she's-
initiative. You can roll separately if you want.
She can go after me. Although she doesn't know when I go at the moment,
No.
but I will.
But that's when she'll think to act, just by happenstance. All right, these 3 night hags appear as described prior to this encounter. If I can find where the description of them are. The Sewn sisters are nasty, gross things. Where is the description of them? I don't see it. Well, to remind you, Widow Groat appears to be a desiccated corpse of a woman with a noose around her neck, a ring of keys bolted into her mouth, and coins placed over her eyes. Baggy Nana appears to be a bloated, rotting corpse of a woman with a bag over her head, and instead of one voice, she speaks with 3, as 3 different animal heads poke out at various points of the holes in the bag to speak. And Peggy Deadbells, of course, has a peg leg. The other thing about Widowgrove is she has a termite mound in her head. Peggy Deadbells appears to be a completely blue, genie-looking woman with gross yellowy green hair pulled back into a loose bun. She's got animal bones and incense stuck through various deliberate scarifications on her body, open sores and wounds, all of which are just oozing this horrendous, noxious fume. And of course she has that gross peg leg. You have fought them a few times before, so you know their shit. However, you are now in their lair. So it may not go as well as you would hope. Riley, you're up first. They're on the ethereal, by the way. So you don't know where they are. You just know that Olaf has indicated that they have arrived. Also, you're muted.
From everything that we know, do they have true sight?
You don't know, necessarily. You know that night hags can enter the ethereal plane and come back, which means they'll be able to see into the other plane, vice versa.
Does that let them see invisible creatures?
You don't know. But they can definitely see into the ethereal because they can see back and forth.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much I can do.
Fair.
So, yeah. I just... Grr.
Grr.
Yeah.
Growls. Old
I
weapon.
guess I can-
You can ignite your weapon if you haven't yet.
Yeah, I can ignite my weapon, or, yeah, I'll ignite the Flame-Tongue Greatsword as a bonus action.
Gotcha.
Then I will use my action to prepare an attack.
Gotcha.
I will swipe my flame tongue greatsword at any enemy that gets within range of me.
Gotcha. So, Lucia, you see all three of them look at you in unison, and they say, "The prodigal daughter has returned. You're a failed experiment. We will repurpose you for parts. You will not foil our plans."
I just shake my head. No. You know, it's funny. I can understand why you are like you are. Being here. Seeing the others in the material planes. So two-dimensional. I can understand that people like you would turn out like this. Everything looks so pathetic. So powerless in the other plane.
It is. They are tools to be exploited. Don't you see? Don't you understand? They're pawns, foolish plans, thinking forward, thinking they can fix things. And then the Cocker Spaniel one from Beginana says, "They know nothing. They know nothing. Mortals are pawns to be used. Currently, they're pawns of the gods. Pawns of a great wheel that turns over and over and over again. Now that you can see as we can see, do you know what we are going to do? We are going to break the wheel." And then Peggy Deadbell speaks up, billowing her nasty, noxious fumes. She says, "We are going to break the wheel. We are going to set all mortals free, to live their own lives, to have their own fates. A utopia of freedom and choice."
Okay, but that's a lie, though.
I mean, maybe they see it that way. On one hand, I'm curious to see what your actual endgame is here.
Then join us. Yes, join us. You understand, you know. We need another voice. Each of us, we are not speaking of one voice. We are a coven. We are a consensus. We strive to reach a consensus, but we are not solitary rulers or anything of that sort. We need another voice, a dissenting voice. This is why you were made. And then Peggy will say, "We thought you were a failure, but perhaps, if you do understand, perhaps you could join us, be a fourth. We could expand this coven, grow even stronger. We could defeat death."
Do my narrative senses tinkle at all?
I feel like there is something potentially awful happening on another
You can watch
plane.
them talking, but you can't hear what they're saying.
Can I make an insight at disadvantage?
Yeah, go for it.
Am I seeing a slow realization they are right? I should join them.
There's not much more talking we should do on this turn because this is 6 seconds. I guess the only other thing that I would say is
22's all across.
gotcha. They say as a final note, they'll say, "We don't need to kill your friends. Simply let us subdue them, and we won't throw them in the soulmonger. We just need to let the baby finish."
How generous of you. Now here's the thing. I can understand why you are like this, because I managed to see things from your point of view. I can understand why you come to this conclusion. But you have not tried to see things from mortals' points of view. You don't understand the struggle of those tools, of those flimsy beings that are so beneath you. You don't understand the struggles that everyone has every single day just to keep alive, just to keep going forward. And you don't respect what they are the work that they have to put in just to be. I'm not gonna join the likes of you. I'll show you what these pathetic tools, those flat beings, can do. Because sometimes it's the little unimportant people that can manage to do the biggest change. And maybe it can be the small, pathetic, sickly, weak drought child that stops the megalomaniac hag coven that tries to make a new evil god appear by consuming countless amounts of souls.
They scoff and say, "So be it. We'll try again with the next you." Sorry, my voice cut
There
out.
will be no next me. And then I feel like this is the conversation that happened before the actual initiative starts.
Now you can
Yeah.
take your turn.
Yay!
Oh, you're inside. You watch that happen. You see that, of course, Lucia, dangerously close to the edge, saw the allure of power to be able to take control of the weak people around her and finally have an influence in the world. But she resisted, choosing instead to keep in touch with her mortal, earthly, weak side
Okay.
Yeah.
and not ascend.
I would love to have like
Descends to
5
throw
bonus
hell.
actions right now. There's so many things
She
that I would
rejected
like
the
to
call
do right
of
now that
Ayn
I'll
Rand
pick one.
and did not become a libertarian.
Aha. Am I gonna go for more damage? Am I gonna go for more
Up to you.
survivability? Am I gonna go for a different kind of more damage?
The closest to you is Baggy Nana. What you remember about Baggy Nana is she has advantage on basically all saving throws because she is essentially is 4 brains. So if you want to try to stun her, she's the hardest to stun.
No reason. to go for her
Widowgrowth,
first.
of course, spawns ants that crawl, termites that crawl out of her head on a recharge, and Peggy poisons anybody that's next to her, and it bypasses immunity. You just have advantage if you're immune to poison.
Conveniently,
It's a magic
poison ends on me at the end of the turn.
Yeah.
I'll go to the poison one first. What's the cell one?
Peggy, the blue one.
Yeah. Alright.
Yeah, so you
I'll
hop
go over there.
She seems
Um,
taller, stronger, and more bolstered than the last times you've encountered her. It would seem that in their physical form, in their lair, when they have access to their coven spellcasting, they have a couple of boons beyond your typical coven.
Makes sense. What was the save again for my stunning strike? I think it was wisdom, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to use my once per day hex
Ooh.
on her,
Okay.
naming wisdom as a stat that they have disadvantage
Okay, what is the save for that? Or does it just happen?
on. No, for hex it just happens,
Just happen.
which is a bit busted. Oh, I can post the thing.
There we go.
Ability when you cast spell targets is mentioned on ability checks made.
Gotcha.
Just ability checks, not saving throws.
Gotcha. Ability checks.
It's slightly
said
less
wisdom?
busted. Well, still wisdom.
I'll add that'll be your little hex marker. The skull with the circle.
Yay!
So you jump over the railing, you hex her, and then I'm guessing you're going to unleash a bunch of punches.
Only 2 for now, but yes, punch. Oh my lord!
2 crits!
Oh my lord!
Those
What
temporary
the
hit points may
fuck?
not matter.
So when I said I'm gonna try to face these 1 versus
1v1,
3, I
yeah.
didn't think it would be
1v3.
like, you know what? Maybe this is fate. By the way, Hex is also D6, so that gets doubled as well.
Yeah.
1 second, guys. I'm playing Like a Prayer
There you go.
from Deadpool.
Yeah, Olaf,
So
you're
good.
just watching all this. It's like she's
Yeah, I got
whirling in there.
like Olaf gets his cassette player out that he does
Exactly.
not have and starts playing
That is
Like a Prayer. by
46
Madonna.
damage in 2 hits.
46 damage with your bonus action. Or these are
With just my normal attack. I can't attack with my bonus action, otherwise I would have 3 more.
That's
And I'm gonna use a
crazy.
key point to stunning strike.
46. They do not resist bludgeoning. So all of that goes through because your attacks count as magical.
Exactly.
So she will try her save against Stunning Strike. This is Constitution.
think it was Constitution.
Yeah. She is not proficient. 19.
Nope.
She resists, but she is slowed.
Half damage, half movement speed, and I have advantage on the next attack against her.
That's true.
No, wait, the next person attacking her has advantage against
Yes.
her.
Which could be Olaf.
It might be you, given the fucking.
Although
they're still in the
you can just see
ethereal,
them, you
right?
can't interact with them.
Hear me
Yeah.
out. Narrative. It finds the way. Can I find my way to the ethereal? No, I can't.
Probably not. It's a legendary weapon, though. That's a little busted. So that's Lucia's turn. Azaka can't do much. You wanted to prepare action?
Prepare shooting the first thing that the first hack that comes to the out of the ethereal.
Gotcha. Baggy seeing this happen. She doesn't like this at all. She's actually gonna point at you, and she's going to cast a nasty, nasty spell called Feeble Mind with her shared spell casting.
That's a bad one.
Yeah, and I can't see her, so no cancer spell.
The DC is that the right DC? I'm going to double check if that's the right DC. Their spell casting, their coven is a level 17 wizard. Their DC should be 17, not 16. I don't know why it's 16.
Actually, that's not that bad. I mean, because I'm not a caster, so
plus 9 to hit, which should be DC. Oh, it should be higher than that, shouldn't it? Because they have an int of 4 and a proficiency of 5, which is 9. 9 plus 8. No, 9 plus 8 is 17.
That would be 17.
I can count. I'm going to just add a quick.
DC 17,
The interesting
intelligence
thing is the
save.
damage just hits, and then potentially my charisma and intelligence becomes 0, which doesn't. Surprisingly, the way the thing is worded, it doesn't matter that much.
No, it doesn't. But you do still need to make this save.
Is it 16 or 17?
17.
I
Do
will
you
use
have-
my one inspiration that I have to give
There
me
you
a
go. I was
plus.
going to say. So you succeed. Their 8th level spell slot is burned.
I still take the 46 damage, so you need to roll it.
Yes. Why didn't it automatic? It should have automatically rolled it.
It's a weird spell that does damage and needs a saving throw at the same time, so it's kind of weird.
14 psychic damage.
That's very low.
That is really low. She's then going to curse.
And I have to do yay, my hex is still up.
Baganena curses after her spell fails to take effect. She is then going to get the fuck away from you as best as she can. She's going to stay in the ethereal plane because she can't really do much. It's an action to move. Then scramble up here and just sort of take cover in the corner. Widowgrowth is going to go.
I like that it just shrugged off an 8th level spell. No biggie.
They're going to... I think they're scared enough of you that they're going to try to keep doing the big ones. Let's get another saving throw from you. As she utters a word of utter elemental pain. Burning herself with a spell. How many hit points do you have?
59.
59. Okay. So you are subjected to crippling pain. Your speed cannot be higher than 10. You have disadvantage on attack rolls.
Target is unaffected if it's immune to being charmed. Oh, right, it was changed. The old monk would be immune to it. Oh, wait, no, it's something else. But charmed is at least removed at the end of my turn.
Gotcha. Oh, and it looks
So
like
this
the
will
spell
be
station is-
relevant for my next turn and not after.
Yes. So you are struck with a crippling power word pain.
The spell doesn't actually charm you, though.
No. It doesn't say
Which is
charm.
interesting. Duration instantaneous. Something feels not right with this spell description.
I'll double check that it's the right one. Fucking...
I think it would just affect you normally.
Power word pain.
Oh, it just happens and without an initial
causes
save.
intense pain to assail one creature within range. If it has 100 hit points or fewer, it's subjected to crippling pain. Otherwise, the spell has no effect. Target's also unaffected if it's immune to being charmed. There you go.
There's no saving throw.
Yeah. You make a saving throw at the end of your turn to end the effect. But
Spencer,
I don't think it's a charm effect, though.
It is surprisingly not. But if you are immune to charm, you are immune, which is very weird. Spencer.
Yeah.
Considering Lucia's story, can we RP bullshit that she has advantage on the save because she's very used to
I think so, yeah.
incredible amounts of pain?
Yeah. It'll
It will
still
still be
affect
hard
you
to
for
pass
one
for
turn,
her.
at least. It'll still affect you
Yeah.
for one turn, at least.
It doesn't have a duration on it. I feel like it would not just stay on there until you save.
It does.
Yeah.
That's
Really?
what it says, yeah.
Damn.
It's a 7th level spell. They start to get serious. Widogard is then going to scramble up to the balcony, but is still on the ethereal plane. Elspeth! You see, Olaf can see that Elspeth or Lucia is in trouble.
I'll say to Olaf, is there anything that we can do if they're just going to stay on the ethereal plane?
Wait for them to pop out and absolutely annihilate them.
Alright,
If I'm not mistaken, they still interact with physical objects normally, right? Like a wall would block them. Or am I wrong?
In the tomb, the walls of the tomb count as walls in the ethereal plane.
So they would bang into walls. They can't leave this room if we block.
Yeah.
Okay, just box them in and wait them out at this point.
Oh, by the way,
Hopefully-
who has the folding shelter?
I do.
Gotcha.
I'm just gonna quickly look through my spells, and see. There's nothing really I can think. Can I make an Arcana check to think if there's any way to?
Yeah, it's your turn
It's not my
next.
turn.
Elspeth, you're holding something, I'm assuming?
I'm just gonna walk up to Olaf. I'll say, well, when they appear, we can fuck them up, and then I'm gonna kiss them and cast Greater Invisibility Twinned on us.
Ooh, so you're both invisible.
Nice. I like the idea that the invisibility sort of emanates from the kiss as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute.
It's sort of like as a
Greater
weapon.
Invisibility.
Cute. All right. What about Nare?
Nare will ready an action to Eldritch Blast, whatever she sees.
Gotcha. First enemy she can target. Olaf. So you can see invisibility,
make
and
it
you
work.
are invisible.
Yeah, I'd like to. I just fucking hope so.
see yourself.
Whoa!
You see,
Whoa!
the hags clock that you cast that spell, so they don't know where you are. They can't see you, but they saw you cast it.
Yeah.
I'd like to make an Arcana check as part of my.
Go
turn.
for it. This will be your ability check.
Like to think if there's any way to sort of get them into our fighting range. 15.
15. It's an action for them to walk over as per the spell. Unless you're able to touch the ethereal, you can't pull them through.
Pull them through.
Yeah, so, but they also can attack you. So,
Does that
what's going to
mean
have to happen?
it's feasible for
Lucia would have to be holding one of them when she moves out of the ethereal plane, or she would have to come to the material plane to force them to follow her.
Okay.
Because they can't hurt you while you're on the ethereal plane. They can invade your dreams, but they can't actually touch you physically.
Okay. I'm gonna shout towards Lucia, trying to discombobulate them with my audio source before I move. Lucia, you're gonna either have to drag them with you or force them to follow you into the material.
All right.
And I hope to get some kind of nod or something from Lucia.
Racked with pain.
Yeah, I'm a bit busy right now.
What about Fenris? Is Fenrir going to do anything?
I think probably gonna shuffle along to about to here. One second, they were here. I'm gonna get them to go over here.
Sure.
They can
Yeah, whistle a point to where you want them to go. Beautiful.
I'll shout in giants commands, coordinates to the, and then if it's alright, I'd like to just move up to here and just ready to fucking eviscerate this stupid little bag thing.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for noxious fumes. I forgot.
The dog?
No, Lucia. This would have hit before your power word pain. So you're also poisoned. That ends at the start.
It would have ended at the end. The thing is, this would have had to happen before my attacks because I moved into it, right?
Yes.
And then it would have ended at the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Because poison ends at the end of it.
Oh yeah, that should
because
be
of
the
my
end
mockup.
of their next turn, not start of their next turn.
The dog has to make the save
I
with
typed that wrong.
advantage.
No, different plane. They're in the ethereal, so it doesn't.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I'll fix that. On a failure, creature's pointing to the end.
Also, I would like to use the full space ability of the Moonlight Greatsword to move, and so that I confuse them.
Gotcha. All right, so Peggy, you are poisoned. Ends at the end of your turn. Yeah, so you're fine.
Yes, I'm not poisoned anymore. I'm just in pain.
Start of your turn, though. You'll have to make the save again.
I have disadvantage anyway because
Yes, that too.
pain, which is currently neutralized because she has been hit by my Sonic Sword before.
Yes. Yeah, I think she's gonna grab your face and pull it up so that you're looking in each other's eyes. She's just gonna exhale this nasty smoke into your face, and she's gonna say, "You filthy little freak! Did you really think you could step to us? You know nothing. You are still poisoned by limited two-dimensional thinking." And you watch as her eyes become inky voids of blackness as she casts Eye Bite on you. Burning her 6
They
levels.
really are going at me.
Well, I mean, you're the one that wanted to 1v3 them.
That is very true. I mean, I am already pulling out all of their high-level spells, and honestly, they have not done that much to me yet.
This is
I have to do wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom save
but I
DC
disadvantage on
17.
everything. Huh?
with DC 17 Wisdom saving throw.
And I have disadvantage because of the pain.
It's disadvantage because of power word pain.
Yep. The pain.
There you go.
Whatever.
So you are eye bited. I think the one she's going to go for.
You have to decide what happens with that, but I think there's different options.
So we have is sleep, panic, sleep, panic, or sickened. I panic. So you are frightened of Peggy. On your turn, you have to use the dash action to move away from her by the safest and shortest route available. Unless there's no move, obviously. The effect ends if you're more than 60 feet away from her and can't see her. There you go. So you are panicked by Eye Bite. She is then going to look around, get frustrated, and she's going to move this way, hop up onto the table and onto the balcony. And that is her turn.
It doesn't say anything about me being unable to opportunity attack.
It does not. So you want to make one?
I would like to punch her.
Oh,
really fucking
her
hard
speed
if
is
she-
halved. 5, 10, 50. Yeah, that is her half speed. Go for it.
But ethereal plane is also half movement speed. Anyway, 16 to hit.
Not for the hex. They move at full speed
Makes
in ethereal. 16 does not hit
Did
them.
I know their AC by now?
Their AC
Because
is
I
17.
fought them before.
Yes, because they
I
have
would use a
stone-like
point to
skin.
increase that by 2, so it's an 18 to hit.
Gotcha. 18 does hit her.
So she takes 15 damage
Ow.
and give me a saving throw
Okay.
for stunning strike.
Peggy. Peggy's going to try to resist this. She's okay. She then climbs up and is looking around, seeming to look for someone. The butler gonna hobble along. I think What is it going to do? Yeah, I think it's gonna squeeze out past Nare. I don't think Nare would consider it hostile. It's going to spider climb up to the ceiling, and it's just going to sort of clamber around and take a nice spot, 15 feet up the wall over here. Say, actually, that would be 4. It's 4 squares up, so 20 feet up off the ground on the wall. Sven, if you're still here, Riley, you finally have a turn again. With nothing to do. Sorry, but...
I'm sorry.
Lucia wanted to be a hero.
I would like to point out that they have put a lot of debuffs on me, but they haven't really achieved anything yet. Surprisingly.
Hopefully you can force them out if you leave the ethereal.
What do you think, Ryan?
Well,
Just hold more?
but there's nothing I can do.
Sorry, bud.
You'll hear like there's one directly to the north of you, so you're going to hold ready in action.
Olaf
maybe?
could have shouted where they are, so you know where they are roughly in the space.
Okay, I will hold my sword in that direction.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Side note, can I add a little bit onto the ascendance? When I rage, I can choose to ascend.
Yes, absolutely.
Because I don't want to. Yeah,
It's not every time.
Yeah,
But yeah.
awesome.
All right, Lucia, back to your turn.
Hello.
Hello.
Well, I'm frightened, so I have to dash, giving me the movement
And
speed.
she's here.
And I have to move. Yeah, and I have to move 50 feet away from her. So, and where I cannot see
Power
her.
of Pain reduce your movement speed?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it makes it no greater than 10.
Yeah.
Oof.
So you move to the other side of the pot.
So,
You're
my movement speed is
suffering.
10, and I double movement speed with dash, and then it's half, so I'm here.
Yeah. They are laughing at you, by the way. They seem to be delighting in your misery.
Currently thinking about what I can do with my bonus action that would be good here. I'd likely... Was Shadow set 30 or 60? It was 60 feet, right? I would like to go... Wait, how exactly is it worded with the panic? I have to be 60 feet away and not see it at the
And
same
not
time,
see
right?
both. Yeah.
I would teleport up the stairs in a manner that I would be 60 feet away from her.
Gotcha.
Well,
Beautiful.
Would
And with the angle, I don't think you could see her anymore. So
Which would be
eye bite ends.
I would be basically here.
Yeah. I'll
I'll
reveal
just remember it.
for you.
So that's my bonus action. My next attack has advantage. like
Yeah,
that.
but you use your action to dash away.
I'm out of stealth.
speed.
So end of turn, save for the pain.
Yep, power of pain.
I
DC
have
17.
advantage at because I'm used to it. Well,
There
would
you
you look
go.
at that? Didn't even need it.
With a 23, you shake off the power word pain.
Yeah, no one can see her, but she's basically just going into like a short meditative stance. Just takes a deep breath, exhales out, and you just see that she just relaxes her body completely for like a second, and then is back on like high focus. Snaps open her eyes, and is ready to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is going pretty good. I'm happy with blowing all of the powerful spells.
Beautiful. All right. So, back to Beggy and Anna's turn. Beggy is going to use a different bit of their shield spellcasting as she casts See Invisibility on herself. It just so happens to be right next to you. Look at that.
Real sorry.
Beggy Nana seems to have spotted you, Olaf, and she
Despite being greater invisibility.
casts the
But
invisibility.
she's casting sea invisibility.
Oh, I just saw that. Yep.
Eyeball.
Oopsies.
She chuckles and she says, Nice try, little man. You're mine now. But she has no bonus actions with which to chase you. She's just going
And she's
to
only
glare at you
ethereal
menacingly.
plane.
As she's in the ethereal plane. She does motion to the others to point out where you are, though. So, Widowgroat is seeing that Sven is preparing an attack. Doesn't like that. So she's going to hop out onto the grate over here. And then with her action, she is going to leave the ethereal plane. With her etherealness.
Now they did 2 fuck-ups. The one is they don't have the 3 versus 1, which is the only thing that managed to keep up with Lucia. And they are now alone against the rest of the party.
Widowgroat, now having appeared, is going to cast... Where's our bonus actions? Do they have any bonus actions? Should have checked this first. No, these are all actions.
Do they have to use an action to go out of the ethereal
They
plane?
do, yeah.
Oh. Unfortunate for them, I would say.
Yeah, she's going to emerge. And... Fucking all actions! I should have made their ethereal step, or their etherealness a bonus action, because this is ridiculous.
They don't expect you to be able to be in the ethereal plane with them to have them not waste this action,
Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, it makes sense, to a certain extent.
But then they also gave you the way to have etherealness and exactly one PC that is stupid enough to actually wait there for them.
So, Widowgroat emerges. She's going to use her hive mind at the end of her turn, spawning a swarm of termites, or ants, I guess, that appear on the cage next to her. They'll follow her in initiative. Elspeth. Or I guess it follows her initiative, so it would have its turn right away. It's going to crawl up, and Sven, you may make your opportunity attack against the swarm of termites as they come to eat you.
Yay. Phantom Retro.
Ooh, that hits.
Yay.
Alright. So
Nice insect fire.
slashing is halved because it's a swarm. So it takes 6 slashing with the rage and 6 fire. So 12 total.
5. It'll be 5. Half of 9 is 5. Or 4.
Damage
Not
is
6.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
4 plus 2 because the rage isn't halved.
No, I'm not raging.
Never mind.
Yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't want to waste a rage by raging and then nothing happens in that turn.
The swarm of insects then moves into your space and is going to bite you. And you hit it for badly enough that it has less than half HP.
Yay.
Chomp you.
Oh, Gundar reaction adds acid damage to
Ooh,
that.
yeah, roll that real quick.
Right. 6.
6! It's still alive, but barely. Does 17 hit you?
No.
Alright, they can't...
They can't get through my dragon scales.
With that, we move on to Elspeth's turn.
Nice. I'm gonna cast a 2nd level Shocking Ray at which one was it?
So you can see Widow over here.
Yeah, Widow Grove. Yes.
DAC 17 to hit her. That hits.
24, 22, and 18.
All of them hit. These rays of lightning come crackling towards her. 7, 9, 6.
That is 22 damage.
22 damage. They don't resist lightning. Smash, smash, smash.
Nice.
She is
I will
shocked.
quicken an arc bolt on her. 17
17 hits.
for
6 lightning.
another 6 damage.
She doesn't seem too badly hurt just yet. You gather
Okay.
that their coven spellcasting might be boosting more than just their spells.
Yeah,
Temporary hit
that's the
points.
end of my turn.
Very good. Nare. I believe her Eldritch Blast would have gone off first.
Yes, she
Yeah,
would have got that
Saka's
one.
attack would have also gone off.
That too. You want to roll that real quick?
Yeah.
Does Azaka have a magic bow, by the way?
Yes, the Serpent Longbow.
Good.
17 to hit, which
one
I
hit
think
from
hits
that.
for
All
14.
these hit.
So that's just 8 damage from the readied action, and then I'll do
Gotcha.
her regular attack. Both miss,
Okay. Did Azaka hit?
and then she just...
Or have you not rolled it yet?
17.
Oh, yes,
14.
beautiful.
Two of those poison, I feel like they might
They are immune to poison, unfortunately.
go figure.
The magic damage does make it go through. Wait, no,
Yay.
they are not immune or resistant to poison. Forget about that.
Surprising.
They take all of it. So 14.
Convenient.
She gets pummeled as she appears. Now Nari can take her full turn.
Yeah, I just rolled her 2 Eldritch Blasts, they both missed.
Unfortunate.
Nari special.
And that's the end of her turn.
Beautiful. Olaf.
I'm gonna have to do this sooner or later, so I'm going to, I'm gonna flip off Baggy Nana, and then I'm gonna move here, and then use basically an ethereal jump to fold space to
Gotcha.
go schwhoop.
They didn't know you could do that, so this is news to her. She looks down at you with a look of utter surprise on her face.
And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be casting haste on myself by.
Ooh, nice, nice.
So if you could put a lightning bolt on me, I can do that.
A hasted invisible Olaf.
Hasted invisible.
And haste it. And
I wish I had haste on me right now. I would finally be able to catch up to them again.
Then I believe I have an additional attack from thingy, but I can't do it because I use my action to cast it. And then I have an additional attack whenever I attack, like it's a hasted thing from the Commandant. So I only get to attack once.
Yeah. Gotcha.
Anyways, I'm gonna fish. Do I have advantage on the Widow Groat because I'm an unseen attacker?
See invisibility. Can you cast that? On
It's
somebody
concentration.
else? Well, that is
No,
good
it's
to
only
know.
spell.
Only self. Only self. There we go.
Is he
Wait,
invisibility?
is it concentration?
It's not concentration.
It's
I don't
not
see
It's not concentration.
Restoration.
Sorry,
But
but it is
But it is
self.
self only, which is good to know.
Woe unto the 10,000 misfortunes.
Woe unto the...
Ooh, that's a hit.
12? That feels like it's less than it should be, but it's fine. 2d6
Funny
is
thing,
fine.
if we swapped Lucia and Olaf did the double crit, he would have just killed 2 of them in one blow each.
So that should be 2d6 for the sword's damage, plus 3 for the magic damage, plus your intelligence modifier.
So it's adding 2, not 5. So it should be 3 greater than that,
Three,
15
15.
damage.
Yeah, you chop her.
Yeah.
Real good.
1 second. I'm just making sure. There we go. Intelligence. This is not an attack. I'm just seeing if the damage works now. Yes.
There we go.
Then dog
Fenrir.
attacking with advantage, I believe. Actually, no, he doesn't have to be there.
Yep.
Pack tactics.
Yep. She is 5 feet up, but still within your range. Ooh, that is a hit.
Get on the ground, idiot. DC
6
14,
force.
strength saving throw.
What a grip. Strength saving throw.
Mm.
15.
No!
She's okay.
It's fine.
She resists the tearing and the pulling.
Yep, and that's all I can do with my turn.
Beautiful.
1 second, there we go.
Okay. Peggy Deadbells is going to go. Peggy Deadbells, seeing that stuff going on over there, I think she at this point is going to use her action to leave the ethereal plane.
She's running away from me, but she's my prime target.
So with that, she steps over. Still hexed. Still stunning strength. Peggy. Elspeth. She doesn't know you're there,
Yeah.
but you still need to make your save.
Was she not... Did she not cast... Oh, no, it was the other one, yeah.
It's an aura for her.
It's a con save?
Yes, DC 14.
Yeah, I'm good at those. I'm fine.
So you're poisoned till the end of your next turn.
D8?
It's not worth it. I already have advantage against her because she can't see me.
Okay. That is her action. she doesn't know you're there, so she's going to try to move past you. Feels that you're there, and then chuckles to herself and remains where she is. This fellow, this fine fellow, gonna scuttle along the wall over here. Sven, you have a target.
I have a target.
Mystery.
Rage. Biggin.
And Biggin.
He's embiggening himself.
They are getting embiggened. They are ascending.
Rage.
So if you would be so kind as to embiggen my token, that would be lovely.
Boom. Termites are still stuck to your feet. Desperately holding.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna stomp on them.
Very good. Go for it. They don't have an amazing AC.
Yeah. So that's retractable claws.
Crit fail is a miss, though. Sorry.
Try again.
There's a hit.
So this deals whatever it rolls. +2, plus 1d4. So
Okay,
6 slashing, plus 2 rage, plus 1d4 ascendancy.
They only had 5 hit points, so even though it resists it, you'd kill these ants.
Yay. That's so dumb. And then Sven is going to, like, fly down and land next to Crazy Lady.
She's on the cage,
And
so she's
just,
still on
like,
level with you.
roar at her.
She's gonna roar back, the keys jingling in her mouth.
Rawr.
Roar!
And Gondor can do nothing because I used my bonus action.
Very good. Lucia.
Question.
Yeah.
If I go here, can I attack the one that is on the other level behind the fence?
Yeah, there'll be like a minor cover bonus, but it's not a lot. It's just a +2.
+2 might already be enough to be worth it to teleport instead. Can I teleport? There's a wall in the way. Depends. Are you?
You got it. That's 50 right there. You scramble up.
Yeah, but I only have half speed in ethereal, if I don't remember it wrong.
Because you're swimming.
I could move 25 and then teleport here, or I can dash and then take the disadvantage, but then I would also dodge. Actually, they have not attacked me, they have just used spells, so I will just move 25 down here, and then I use my bonus action to teleport here.
Oh, okay. She turns and looks at you. Those faces poking out of the burlap sack. She
I'm
says,
so sad. I don't get to use my flurry of blows because they are always in a way that I don't get my bonus action to attack, which is so sad.
They're doing their best.
Anyway, I'm gonna punch her.
Go
Fun with advantage.
16 is a miss.
Yeah, but I'm gonna use a focus point to increase it by 2.
That is a hit then.
Ignore the 6 because she's not the hexed one.
Just 8. 8 bludgeoning.
Just 8. Stunning strike.
Stunning strike. She'll make her save or attempt her save. 19.
Yeah. Figured.
I don't even have to use their Coven legendary resistances. They're rolling well.
Another 12.
12. So you have not broken past her temp hit points just yet, but you are pummeling her.
Yep. Unfortunately, the one with my hex on is in another plane, and I would have to forego my action, and then I would once again not be able to get my full 5 attacks on her, which is very sad.
Baggy Nana's turn comes up next. No, Azaka goes.
That's you're right. Azaka is gonna... I think she sees the cloud and will just shoot the bow, because honestly the bow is also better as a non-magical weapons. Shoot it twice.
She's going to have AC +2 because of Elspeth in the way. Which means that
if she has the plus... Yeah.
Well,
she has the disadvantage with us, but she would likely move a bit.
So one of them just plinks harmlessly off Elspeth's back when it should have hit.
Oh yeah, right. She doesn't know that I was supposed to say. Yeah. Damn. She's just going to be standing there a bit confused, like, huh?
Yeah.
Just happened.
Well, that sure was a turn. I missed it. There we go. Baggy's turn. So Baggy Nana, seeing as you are now on her. Oh, she should have had advantage on her con save because of the 4 hits.
Yeah, but she didn't fail anyway.
That's fine.
Didn't roll it.
These guys are the hags immune to fear?
You don't know. It hasn't come up yet.
Okay, then they have to.
Oh, that's right.
They're all within 60 feet of me.
They are not immune to fear. I'm going to say.
They're all within 60 feet of me, so they have to make a wisdom save or be feared of me.
This is a player version of like the dragon's frightful presence, which I don't think crosses the ethereal plane. So Baggy Nana's fine, but Widowgroat and Peggy will both have to make this save.
Yeah.
It's wisdom saving throw, right?
Yeah. They could be feared of me.
So that is a 14 off of Widowgroat, so she is afraid of you.
She's feared of me.
She's afeared. Where's the screaming face? She's afeared. And we'll try out Peggy. Peggy is also afeared of you.
They're afraid of me.
So
when I roared at her, she was like, "Ugh."
Exactly, yeah. She roared back, but it was whimpery and pathetic. They can make that save again at the end of their turns, and again on a success. But for now, they're frightened of you, which is good for you. What isn't good is Baggy Nana's turn. She's right in front of you, Lucia. She is going to those 4 mouths poke out of the burlap sack, and they're going to laugh in unison. And she's going to say, "In our domain, we have all of our boons ready to go." And so she's going to cast Magic Missile. But being in the lair, their Magic Missile at will is at 3rd level.
Well,
and she's on the ethereal plane?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought so.
So, let's see if it actually... I'm going to have to roll them each individually still, aren't I?
I don't remember if you put the...
Oh, they just hit.
Result.
So these are all on you, so that would be a total of 20 force damage.
Yeah, but I think I can deflect those.
It is magical force. Does it have to be a weapon, or can you deflect spells?
Because in the alt deflect missiles, I think magic missile was specifically pointed out as one you can do. Or I'm misremembering.
We're using the new 2024 one, so we'll have to double check the ruling on that.
I think that one didn't say anything specific for magic versus non-magic.
Yeah, because the difference is you can do melee attacks now, which you couldn't used to do.
Indeed.
The old one specifies a ranged weapon attack.
There you go. So you can't deflect.
But that's the old one.
But what does the new one say?
Deflect missiles.
Yeah.
PHB 2024. There we go. Deflect attacks.
Reduce damage of melee or ranged attacks still vulnerable.
Deflect energy is the next step up.
Yeah, but I think that's not quite
Which is
yet, right?
level 13.
It's level 13.
So you can't
do it
just yet.
It is only the physical.
You will eventually be able to deflect spells, but not yet.
Not quite yet that broken.
No.
So what was that, 20, right?
Yeah, 20 force damage altogether, as these magic bolts pelt you as she deals hit point damage for the first time.
They finally managed to actually do damage to me properly.
They just wanted to get you away from them long enough that they could attack the rest of the party, really. It was a maneuvering thing. Alright, Baggy then is going to...
they are pretty good on rolls as well.
Pelts you with magic missiles. She's feeling fairly confident about surviving a round against you, so she's going to stay here with you. Widowgroat, though. So Widowgroat is frightened of you, Sven. What she is going to do, instead of attacking you, she's going to attack Olaf. Even though Olaf is hasted. So she's going to have to upcast this to burn their 9th level spell. But she's going to cast Chain Lightning at 9th level.
Counter spell.
Good call.
Mark Sanway will
you
also
don't know what
counter
level
spell.
you're going to cast it at.
It's going to be third. I know it's a
Third.
high level slot.
Gotcha. I shouldn't have told you what level she's casting at beforehand. But yeah, the two of you are welcome to roll to try to counter this. The DC of which I believe is 19. It's 10 plus a spell.
If it's a 9th level, then yeah.
Yeah. So the two of you may need to make spellcasting ability checks.
20.
Fuck yeah. 9th level spell slot is wasted. She screams in frustration as this chain lightning doesn't go off.
It might have just killed characters.
Yeah, Maximity would have failed.
Yes. Nare failed, but Elspeth succeeded. Yeah, so this would be... That would have been...
Painful.
3 bolts plus 2, so that would have been 5 bolts of 10d8 damage each. Dexterity saving throw to have it.
Elspeth's somewhat offended that she tried to use lightning against her.
Yeah.
Show her how it's done. Out lightning.
She curses. She has no... she used a leveled spell, so she can't use her Misty Step from her spellcast. So, from the Coven spellcasting. I should roll. No, she doesn't get her ants back. Yeah. Not much she can do with that. So I think she's just she's going to try to step away from Olaf and Fenrir.
Yep.
Which is opportunities from good old Yusuf over there.
Anyways, so the dog is going to hit first with advantage.
AC 17.
25 to
25 is a hit, and she'll make her
Add acid.
Ooh,
1 acid from Gundar.
9 acid. 9 damage.
9 damage.
She's on
Okay,
the
she
floor.
fails. Which means, I guess your opportunity attack wouldn't go. Your opportunity attack would go off
It
simultaneously.
would still go off.
So
They
you
go
don't
off
get advantage.
simultaneously, right?
Because she's not prone when you hit her.
Roll into the 10,000 deaths. 13 damage.
13 damage. All right.
Sure.
9 and 13.
I'm sorry, but when she goes prone, I feel like the metal bar clanging sound that NP4 is playing.
Exactly. Yeah. She's dragged down to the ground and is cursing and swearing on the ground where she's held. Elspeth.
You should just fucking die, Mrs. Groat.
I will step back.
Oh, you
I'm
started your
poisoned.
turn, so you need to make that poison save.
Yeah. But I'm fine.
But the poison is from the last round is still in effect.
Yeah.
Until the end of the turn.
I'm going to fire. Wait, I need to look up how the Wand of Fear work for a step. If I can find it. Okay. I am going to cast with a second level. I will cast with a first level and twin it command.
Okay.
On
whose?
Peggy Dead Bells and
The ones you can
with
see.
a
Withering.
yeah, the two I can see with a great.
Command. Could you post the command spell?
Yep.
Because they are immune to the charmed condition, and they do have advantage on their
It does-
saves. But if it's
It
not
does
a charmed
not
condition.
charm.
There we go. That's what I wanted to double check. So they do have advantage because they have magic resistance.
Yep.
So
And I'm just going to say, you're going to pay for what you did to my brother. And I'm going to tell them to... one of them's already... I'm going to tell them to grovel.
okay.
I'll
They tell you to fuck off, and they say your brother is.
I'll give one of them disadvantage with
Okay. Which one?
Sylvie, perhaps. Peggy Dead Bells is the one in front of me, right?
Yes.
Yeah, her.
Okay. So she'll roll again.
And it's not. She doesn't roll
It's
again
just
with
flat.
advantage. She just
Just
does
flat.
another roll. Yeah,
There's a fail.
fails.
So she is looking chuckled, and then you silver barbs her, and then she curses.
And then Sven has the advantage on the next thing he makes.
Gotcha. All right.
I'm going to forward, and I'm going to Shocking Grasp.
Ooh, okay.
29
That'll hit, yeah.
for 7 lightning, and then I'll step back again.
Gotcha. She has had a turn since she was almost stunning striked, so that goes away. She is still frightened of Sven, she is still hexed, and she is waiting to grovel. Nara gets to go.
That's... Nare will... she's not groveling yet. She has disadvantage on Peggy Dead with the grout, because she's prone, so she'll just attack Peggy Dead Bells.
Gotcha. And she's not prone, so it's just flat.
Yeah. Not prone yet.
2 misses. That sucks.
That's a nat 1.
Oh, that's right.
So
Democracy of the Dead.
that's a 5, so she's blessed. So the next one will have a
She's
plus
blessed for a
D4.
minute.
So I will roll that, and that hits. That's 17.
All right, there you go. So she hits with that one.
9 force.
9 force damage. So. Good.
Maxanre clutches her head, being overwhelmed by the whispers and the arguments of the polis.
Yes.
And that's the end of our turn.
Beautiful. Olaf, you have a very tasty looking hag that you have advantage against.
Are they bloodied, by chance?
Yeah, she's not quite bloodied yet.
Whoa. 14?
Oh, sadly I miss. Oh no, 14 damage. Now she's bloodied.
14.
And 14.
Jeez. I'll just minus 28 then.
Well,
12.
it's dead. She's dead.
Right, roll your crit
Critical
damage.
success!
Oh wait, the heading for a Vorpal Sword, that's right. And she cannot survive without a head. So Withering is dead. just like
Yeah,
that.
so I think what's gonna happen, he's hacking away at it, he makes one final stance, and it cuts through, it kills her both in the material and ethereal plane at once. It doesn't make sense, but you know what I mean? You can see, the blade appear for a second as it cuts through reality.
The narrative has been cut. She does not exist in this narrative anymore.
Her head goes flying
This
off.
story doesn't include you anymore.
The other two scream in pain and panic, but you notice they don't seem to have lost any power. The other quirk of their particular coven is while they're within their lair, they just have to be 30 feet from the corpse, and they keep their spell casting.
Then I'm gonna use the rest of my turn to get here.
Gotcha.
Again, ethereal jaunting or whatever
Gotcha.
it is to fully space. There we go. That's the word.
Fenrir gets to go.
Is Peggy still? Sorry, this one's still invisible, right?
She's on your plane. Baggy is.
She's on our plane. Okay. Dog? Hot dog, you say?
Hot dog.
Is going to go here, actually. And then I'm gonna end my turn.
Gotcha. Coven. What have we got? Alright. So, Peggy doesn't like what's going on at all. So... What's the other big thing she has? I think she's going to cast Lightning Bolt. Peggy is going to cast Lightning Bolt. She's going to upcast it to 5th level. She's going to cast it directly north of her. So this is going to hit Elspeth and Azaka.
And
I need the
Lucia,
two of
or
you
is
to make
Lucia in
dexterity
the
saving.
No, Lucia is in a different plane.
Abby isn't here, is she? She
Abby
probably
would
want to,
likely counterspell, but
yeah,
we'll
she probably
see.
want to counterspell. So I think Peggy's gonna move instead.
Or, I mean, 1 second. Doesn't Riley have to go soon?
Yeah, Riley's going to step off any moment.
Just for like 10 minutes.
Oh, Elspeth is still invisible.
Yeah.
She knows
Elspeth's
she's there,
invisible.
but she doesn't know exactly where. You are also invisible still. She doesn't know where you are.
Invisible couple.
Yeah.
Goals of being invisible and in a relationship.
I guess
Awesome.
Sven is going to be the best target for her then. Sorry, double checking how this works. Not a damaging spell, that's okay. This might be the way to go. Riley, you still here? Sounds like a yes. Peggy Deadbells is... Oh, you're back. Peggy Deadbells is going to cast a spell. I'm debating on whether it'll be... No, she knows you're there. She just doesn't know exactly where you are. So she's going to cast a 5th level lightning bolt.
I'm gonna counterspell it, whatever it is.
That's what we're waiting for. What level do you want to counterspell with?
3rd level, I don't know what exactly
Okay.
she's
So roll your ability check.
casting.
The DC is 15.
Come on, I don't... We make these. 50... Actually, 55% chance. 20...
Fucking,
20.
yeah, a wasted 5th level spell. She screams in frustration. She's then going to hop over here. We got a 5. And a
Magic bends to my will.
15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, she's kind of fucked here. Actually, no, she'll go 30. She'll get to Peggy Deadbells' body, which means I need a Constitution saving throw from Sven. That's you, Riley. If you are still here, of course. Ooh, okay, so you are poisoned for until the end of your next turn.
That's great.
Yeah, she's kind of shit out of luck.
Did you use that? Have you used the silvery barbs thing I gave you yet?
Oh, I'll use that, yeah. That just gives me advantage.
Go for it.
Advantage.
So you roll
Yeah.
again.
That's much better.
There you go. Silvery Barbs,
It does have to be the first one you make, so...
that's right, so it still goes. It's still ongoing.
Uh,
Or no,
oh,
so
yeah,
for,
so this is the first thing
Peggy,
you've done.
yeah.
I'm looking.
What's the wrench on Peggy?
Roll ahead.
Oh, she should have used her action to grovel. Forget
Oh,
all of that.
yeah.
That's what the wrench was. So no, she goes prone. Sorry.
Okay. Should I add that spell slot back?
Yeah. Both of them for this.
Yeah.
Or no, you just counterspell. Let's get the counterspell. Sorry about that. So she uses her action to grovel. This is not going well.
That's okay.
All right. So up on the wall, looking around. I think this scarecrow or the spoilers. Sven, the butler is going to scuttle around to this corner and catch your eye, and I'm going to need you to make me a wisdom saving throw. This is not a spell, so you can't. Mr. Threadneedle is going to use Terrifying Glare on you.
I
Fail.
would have advantage because of the silvery barbs.
That's right.
No, you only get to use it once.
Yeah, but I didn't
Yeah,
use it the previous time.
Because
Oh, true.
yeah, that
Yeah.
didn't happen because I fucked up. Multiple spell effects. Yeah, so you watch as the butler scuttles around to where you can see it. You watch as it pulls one hand up to its mouth, yanks it open, and all of a sudden the facade of a normal-looking person changes, and the uncanny valley effect bothers you. So you are frightened and paralyzed until the end of its next turn.
Oh, come on. I was about to actually do something.
I know.
Wait, actually, sorry, I just missed that. I'm going to Flash of Genius that to make that pass.
Okay. In that case, never mind.
It's just a scarecrow! Here for the boys.
Yeah, I guess
Sven growls.
Mr. Threadneedle could do a claw attack as well, but he doesn't see a reason to, so he's just going to keep hanging up there safe on the wall. Sven, it's your turn now.
Sven is going to flap their wings and fly.
Yeah.
Over
now you need to make that con
to
save with advantage. Or no, not with advantage.
Yeah.
Just your
no,
con save.
flat. 22.
Fumes. Right,
Um,
you have advantage to hit.
and they are going to put both of their attacks onto the tag here.
A chop and a chop.
And a jump and a jump. I'm gonna like narratively, because I'm like big,
Yeah.
but like my sword doesn't get big, but I'm gonna narratively like imagine it like Sven's jaws gain the properties of whatever weapon they were holding before raging.
Gotcha.
So just flaming jaws.
I love that.
And I'm gonna chomp at the lady twice.
Ooh, okay, both those hit. Or
That's, no, 26, 17 slashing, 8 fire, 2 rage, 4 ascendance.
Jeez.
And then the second attack is a 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That'll also hit. So that's, I think is it every attack or is it? Yeah, it's every attack. So 9 slashing,
Yeah, it's like
7
the
fire,
large spell.
2 rage, and another 3 ascendance. And Gondor uses his reaction to add another d6
Go
of
for it.
acid damage to one of those bites. So three acid damage.
Beautiful.
And that
Acid
is my
damage.
turn.
She's miraculously
Oh,
still
wait.
alive.
Bonus action. I didn't use my bonus action. So
did not?
bonus action, Gondor gets to move.
Yeah!
What is Gondor's speed? Sorry, 1 sec. Gondor has a speed of 40 feet. So Gondor is going to do 20, 30, 40.
Very nice.
Can't even reach.
Alright. Lucia.
They're just gonna hiss
Yeah.
encouragingly,
Beautiful.
and then I'm gonna go for 10 minutes.
Yeah, go on. Lucia.
Hello.
Alone with
I'm
Peggy.
currently debating how to do this because I have 2 possible ways to do a lot. I feel like it would be more thematic to do a certain one of them. I'm going to use 2 key points to embrace what I used to be afraid of and cast darkness on the lady
Ooh, alright.
on the ethereal plane.
Very nice.
So the hex drops as I concentrate on a different spell. I can see through my own magical darkness.
Yeah, I'm just going to double check. I don't think See Invisibility does, but
See invisibility does not work against magical darkness.
Well, there you go.
You would have to have dark vision
Oh, it's
that
true
can
sight.
see through magical darkness.
True sight.
True sight, I
Yeah.
think, can see through it. But I hope they don't have it.
They do not. They didn't have the spell slot for it anyway, even if they did. That's 8th, I think.
True sight is a 9th level spell.
Oh, 9th. Well, there you go.
Yep. Then you're going to use a key point to do a flurry of blows against the lady.
Go for it.
With advantage, because a certain someone, I don't remember what the red one is on me, but I think it's gone now. Because I can see her and she can see me. So I'm going to strike her 3 times with edge. With my flurry of blows, which now hits 3 times, which is lovely. For 27,
That's it.
for only 7, I would do a stunning strike.
Okay.
Actually, would I? I'm down to 2 focus points. Honestly, I have noticed it has failed every single time. So I will just not. Then attack again. 17, barely hits.
Barely.
For 13,
Gotcha.
and another crit.
You finally broke through her temporary hit points.
And another 18 on top, so it is 38.
Ooh, alright. Yeah, you're pummeling, wailing into her. She's still around.
15 feet radius sphere would likely put it basically on the cauldron.
Yeah, I gotcha. Azaka gets to go, and then she has her turn.
Yep. Azaka noticed there was something in the way last time. So
Oh,
she's
yes.
gonna...
She knows that Elspeth is somewhere in front of her.
jump over here onto the table to still be elevated. And then she's gonna shoot the lady with the longbow twice.
Gotcha. Disadvantage.
First one hits for 8.
No disadvantage.
Disadvantage?
Because she's prone.
Oh, she's prone. Then the first one is an 11 and misses.
Yeah. Also, there's...
And the second one is a 22 for
so
6
railing
plus
in the
3.
way.
I already forgot.
Railing doesn't matter. So yeah. 8 damage.
Yeah, because they were immune to poison.
Very nice, very nice. Alright, Baggy Nana gets to go. So Baggy Nana is grimacing at you, Lucia.
I wonder
think-
why. She doesn't know where I am, though.
That's right, darkness.
Can't
Which means
see
she
shit?
can't use her match missile on you.
Unfortunate, isn't it?
Does this one also require a line of sight? Doesn't look like it. Creature
It doesn't
range.
say so, but she would have to...
She knows you're here, so I guess she would just say your name. So she says, Lucia, return to the grave and we'll remake you anew. 24 hit you?
24 does hit me, but I'm still confused about that thing.
It's just within range.
Go ahead. In the space of a creature within range. Well, she would technically
She knows which space
cast
you're in.
on my field, and I guess that would work.
She casts it 5 feet in front of her.
Should have moved. Is there something I could do? Oh yeah, right. In this one, you... Wait, could you do opportunity attacks when someone uses a ranged attack?
Only
Or am I misremembering?
with if you have the Mage Slayer feat. Otherwise, that's a Pathfinder thing.
Did I have the necromantic? No, wait. Necromantic resistance was my former ancestry, so down to 21.
There you go. Your speed is also... No. You can't regain hit points until your next turn. There you go.
Oh well.
Yeah, she doesn't like being there, but there's not much she can do. So she's just going to stay within range of you, so she doesn't lose sense of where you are. Elspeth. Peggy is looking pretty pathetic on the ground.
Yeah. I'm going to move forward. Shocking Grasp with advantage.
She's going to counterspell you. I forgot they had counterspell, but she's going to use it.
Okay.
So it's
I'll do it again. I'll book in it.
Well, she's out of reactions, so... There you go. 28 hits. 10
Fucking
light.
try me, bitch.
She's still alive.
That is the end of my turn. I'll move back outside of the poison.
Gotcha. You want to make that con save? Just in case
Oh,
there's
yeah, I
something
would
matters.
have to
You're fine.
24.
Nare, you want to kill steal from Olaf?
Oh, yeah. Nare. It's disadvantage. It's disadvantage, so she probably won't. But she does have a... She does have a plus 1d4 for that. That's not going to hit anyway.
Yeah, with the railing in the way, it doesn't hit.
13.
Unfortunately.
Oh, the 17 doesn't hit?
Yeah, with the railing in the way and
Oh,
being...
she gets a d4 on the set that, so it would be an 18.
Okay.
But yeah, that misses.
Yeah, not quite. That's okay. Olaf,
That's fine. I'm gonna just
Okay,
absolutely
stinky.
ruin Lucia's character.
give me that
moment
con
and kill
save
both of them.
as you come up with your sword.
Fine. I have my reaction back and it's my turn.
Yes, you do.
Not even. It was a 23.
You're
Not even
fine.
close.
So now you get to make these attacks with advantage. And I assume she's going to die.
Whoa. 13 damage.
Aha! She had 15 hit points. She's surprisingly still alive for the next 3 attacks. Miss?
Misses.
Hits.
Hits.
14?
Roll into the 10
She
million
did.
Deaths. She's bisected.
Chopped.
Ethereal Johns.
Dead.
He's on the wall, right?
Yep.
Like
He
a
is
dog
10
underneath
feet
him?
above the walkway there. So you can't
Yeah.
quite reach him.
No, I'm not going to attack him. I want to be in his space, so it's fine.
Gotcha. Fenrir.
I have a 4th attack.
Who are you going to attack?
This guy.
Ethereal Plane.
It's on the ethereal.
I'm going to. I'm going to scream as I.
What was it about ruining my character moment, bitch?
So anyways, I'm here waiting just in case. Anyways.
Threadneedle's going to go. Threadneedle
You
is...
can also see that she's covered in darkness in the ethereal plane, I guess.
Yes. Mr.
Wait,
Threadneedle.
does that mean because he can't see into the ethereal plane that he would currently be standing in the darkness in the ethereal plane?
Yeah, it's weird.
Uncertain, actually.
Mr. Threadneedle is going to use his terrifying glare on you, Olaf. So I need you to make me a
can't
wisdom
see
saving
me.
throw. Oh, right, you're invisible. Never mind. Fuck.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he's going to scuttle along. The only one he can see is Sven, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Gonna hop down here. Yeah, Sven, you give me a wisdom saving throw. Oh, right, Riley's gone for the moment. There's nobody left that he can attack.
He can do a little dance in the corner.
I guess he goes this way, and he does it on Nare. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, Zaka then.
How big is the guy, by the way?
Medium.
Medium, so it's decently big. Sad. I was wondering if the cat could just go and pick him up into the mouth.
Nare can
and
give
just
me,
walk
or
off with him.
Zaka can give me a wisdom saving throw.
Sure. No.
No. So she is not frightened, but he is going to come down and he's going to give one slash on her, back on ground level.
Does he do magical damage? Because otherwise it doesn't matter.
I will say yes, because he's not a normal scarecrow.
I mean, yeah, he's a
It's a
construct.
miss. Never mind. Well, that's a wasted turn. Sven is gone. Lucia.
Hello. I might punch a lot of times.
Go for
I would like to punch with advantage for 27.
That's
I'm
it.
wondering if I should still stunning strike her because she's a bit scary. Nah. And the 25 to hit, and the 28, and the 27, and another crit.
Okay.
So,
she has 107
we have-
hit points.
23, 31, 38, 45, 55 damage.
Okay. 55 damage.
Fucking shit.
Half
And
the remaining
then
hit points.
I am going to sneakily go a tiny bit away from her, still in
Okay.
the shadows, so that she can't cast her thing at me again,
Gotcha.
based on former known location.
Very nice.
That was a lot of damage.
It was.
And now imagine if my original plan of having Hex on there as well would happen, because that would be another 76.
No worries, right?
Pardon, 66.
Yeah. Okay. Does Azaka want to destroy Mr. Threadneedle?
She's paralyzed.
No. She succeeded.
Good.
DC's only 11.
Oh, the DC's level, I thought it was 13 for some reason.
Also, he missed anyway. So she succeeded on the glare, and he missed with his claws.
I'm going to step one step back.
Yep.
He can attack if she wants.
He will,
And
certainly.
then shoot him twice.
It's probably also going to be a miss.
Yep.
So 2 hits.
7 plus 3 and 9 plus 3.
So immune to poison, but the piercing all goes through. 16. He's still doing all right. Begging Nana. As you step away from Begging Nana, Lucia, she takes stock of the situation, and she says, stop, 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 with all the different voices. This can end peacefully. I don't want to die here. I'll tell you what you want to know, you just have to swear to let me go. Let me rebuild somewhere else, somewhere far away. I won't bother this place anymore.
Oh.
Then tell
I
us,
can help you.
how then can we stop the death curse and how can we stop the undead god from rising?
You have to swear to me. Swear to me, daughter.
I swear. I'll let you go.
Let me go to... what? Live my life, do my business.
Wherever you want to go, far away from any mortals, from the material plane. You can stay in your beloved other dimension as much as you want. As long as you don't bother us in the material plane anymore.
Very good. Then ask your question.
How do you stop the death curse? And how do you stop Asuryak and the unborn god?
You'll have to destroy it. The undead god is attached to a nursery, a artificial womb. You have to break its struts to prevent it from pulling energy. As for the souls trapped in the soulmonger, that is a enormous phylactery. That is beyond my particular knowledge. The death god itself is a fetus hooked up to the soulmonger as an artificial womb. Cut the struts. It will lose any chance of growing the rest of the way. But you'll have to be quick. It's almost there. If you want to know more about how the soulmonger works, we have a silent partner hidden away further down.
I got disconnected from the Zoom call because
she's
of
begging
technical
for her life.
difficulties, so I'm back.
Oh, right. Oh, the Zoom call. Right.
Yeah.
I'll update you. She's begging for her life. Lucia has agreed to let her live.
Do you have any
I
other
haven't.
questions, Lucia?
Yeah, a question to the party. Is there something I'm forgetting? We know we can rip out the baby and then murder it, and there's a phylactery to stop
She says
Asuryak,
to
but
stop
we
the
don't
death
know.
curse, you destroy the soulmonger, which is a giant phylactery. She doesn't know how it works. The person who knows is a silent partner further on in the dungeon. The dead god itself is a fetus hooked up to the soulmonger, like an incubator. So it'll be both of them.
So rip the baby out, destroy the phylactery, we don't know how, and kill the baby. And Asuryak, well, Archlich, is Asuryak here? If not, would he know if we try something with the soulmonger?
She says, yes. He doesn't pay the most attention to this place, but as soon as the soulmonger is under threat, he will know.
Will he come to defend it?
I mean, that's what she said.
Yeah. She says, presumably he will. This is his grand design, after all. We were just contract employees.
All right. Is there anything else about this place, about the death curse, the soulmonger, Asuryak, which would be vital for us?
There's only one way out of the dungeon. The Eben Pool. Charred bones point the way. The red trail leads to death.
God bones will betray. How about you forgo the riddle?
So here, I'll type this out so you know.
I mean, I'm guessing there's just bones that lead the way. One of the paths will have red bones or something that will lead to death. But
So the one way to leave the dungeon. The Eben Pool. Charred bones point the way. Red trail leads to death. And she would say, if you want to know anything more, you'll need to find our silent partner. He goes by Mr. Fox, and he is hidden away in a dungeon of ancient lore.
all right. So is that all that we need to know?
Just typing this out.
Please ask about Artis and Dragonbait, please. Like, of their fates.
What about the others that came here to stop you? We know what happened with the yellow banner, but what with? Do we even know his name? I think we do, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Actually, Lucia doesn't.
Oh, that's right, because Lucia never met them. So
Yeah,
she wouldn't know
Lucia
anything.
doesn't-
doesn't know that.
Disembodied voice. Oh, you wouldn't be able to hear me.
I wouldn't. Actually, I would be able, but you wouldn't know what's going on,
No,
right?
not necessarily.
No,
Because you can't see, it's just darkness to you, and you can't hear in the ethereal plane.
Oh yeah. So Spencer.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the dilemma between Batman not killing and Punisher not killing?
Sure, but have you considered that this night hag, if you cooperate with, might have some contingency plans? So, if you accept her information in exchange for her freedom. Let's see if I can read this right. Any character who reneges on the agreement contracts slimy doom, as though they failed a save against the contagion spell. So you have this sense of dread hanging over you.
Now, Spencer, what I want to say is, you remember what I wrote to you about Lucia and what she thinks of the hacks. Actually, I think I even posted it in a server. They are on the list of these vile creatures cannot be allowed to live.
Yes. But she made
Lucia is going to go forward, which the hack can't see because there's still shadows, and indulge me here in this moment of character development. I would like to grab her and basically fling her over my shoulder onto the ground as I pull both of us back into the physical plane.
We're out of initiative now, by the way.
I would basically like to fling her into the material plane. Or then just kill her.
You fling her into the ethereal. The two of you arrive out of the material plane. That's the description of this area, in case I fucked something up. If I misunderstood. So as she arrives, the different mouths poke their heads out of the burlap sack, and they say, she said we were free to go if we shared our information. You will let us go, as per the deal, or you will face the dread that is coming for deal breakers and oath.
You know, the funny thing is, I never agreed to it in the manner. And another thing is funny. You made me. I'm like this because of you. I used to be the naive, nice little girl. And I wondered if I could forgive someone who does some incredibly awful things. If I could stay how I used to be. Peace-loving. Someone who doesn't like to take lives. Who wouldn't want to do it unless they're absolutely forced to. I think I've changed. And I have to thank you for that. And I just look down on her. Do you have any last words?
You will suffer if I die here.
I've
Question
all my life.
I'm gonna push on my spectacles at this point. Is it, as a not a lawyer, but did you make an agreement to let her go, on your behalf, or is that what she's trying to pull on you?
Just let her do this.
I think the wording was swear that we will let me go or something like that.
Yes, that you will let us go.
Yeah,
And in return
okay,
for
out of character, you may have agreed to let her go, but we didn't. So you can do nothing, and she just dies, and then you don't get the contagion. But I know
Here's the thing.
The narrative thing.
Here's the thing.
To you.
I would rather take the slimy doom and go forth with the character development.
All right, Olaf would have cut in though. That was more me wanting to just check something, but please go ahead.
So you can absolutely think that this is a way out of this agreement, Olaf. So you can absolutely try to behead this hag if you'd like to.
I feel like I want to let.
Up to you.
I'm gonna let my better judgment sort of say, you know what, let Lucia have this. Lucia work for it.
All right, Lucia.
Yeah.
And I did steal 2 of those.
What would be a fitting way for her to end the life of this hag?
Rip her head open and let all the animals spill out.
I like that.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's a huge sack filled with stuff basically that makes up her head, right?
Yes. A sack full of writhing creatures.
Yeah, I would just like to grab the sack. I feel like this is the point where the shadows that are always kind of flickering off from her get a bit stronger. Mm-hmm. And she just pulls off the sack that makes up her head.
Absolutely.
Do we get to discussing what is under the bag look?
So you rip the bag off. Those 4 creatures scatter. Actually, no. They wouldn't scatter. I think it's even creepier if you yank the bag off and it's just empty. And there's nothing inside of there. There's just a rotting stump of a neck where a head would be.
It makes sense.
And that kills her.
Now, funny thing. And you be the judge of the wording here. I said I'll let her go if she never goes to the material plane and interacts with it in any way ever again.
Yes.
I know
of
I've
her will.
forced her here,
Yes.
but technically...
Yeah, I don't think you're getting
didn't
out of
break her
this,
deal.
Mia.
You broke that deal.
The contagion.
Yeah, I'll take the punishment. It's more important if I take
You
it.
watch as Lucia yanks the bag off. There's that nasty, gross stump underneath, begging Anna dies. Lucia just begins to bleed uncontrollably from every orifice. Every wound that she's ever received is pouring blood. Whenever you take damage, you're stunned until the end of your next turn.
Oof.
That's Slimy Doom.
That's pretty strong.
I can't find it by searching for it in the compendium, so I'm gonna have to do it this way.
Yippee, the hags are dead. Yippee, yippee, yippee.
And that's
Yippee,
until
yippee,
cured.
yippee.
It's a curse.
Curse. Oh. Nauri has remove curse.
You do?
She does. She's not got any spell slots left there.
Well, we will have to anyway. Anyway.
Seeing as the hags are destroyed, Mr. Threadneedle is just going to sort of sit down and sort of hunker down in the corner. Just sort of go limp.
Can I make an Arcana check to hopefully later replicate this Scarecrow Golem?
Go for it.
I like the idea of him, and seems neat. He's nice, except when he, got on the wall and tried to kill us in 12. That's terrible.
Yeah, no. You know there's ways to learn how to make constructs.
We have the manual of
For
golems.
flesh golems, yeah.
I don't want to make flesh golems, surprisingly.
Okay.
Elspeth will.
So,
You can't use a 5th level slot. I've got 5th level slots, baby.
But what are you going to be a flesh golem for? Butler?
A backup husband.
No.
No, Elspeth, please no.
Not again.
I'm gonna do a can't remember her name now. From Curse of Strahd.
oh yes, Vasselka.
Oh.
I'm gonna do Vasselka.
There you go.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
So, honey, we've been discussing a third, and I made one. Whoa.
Yep.
Isn't she precious?
Okay. So we're looking at... That's a total of 10,600 XP for this encounter.
Whoa.
Yeah, for an encounter where almost nobody lost hit points.
I took
There's
some
4 players, 2 NPCs, that's divided by 6.
We will not get a level up anyway.
What if I killed everyone before I got the XP?
Technically, you get the XP the moment the creature dies. We have been over this.
Yes.
Damn it, fuck.
Well, there you go.
Because we already debated that when the kobolds took 90% of the XP from the dragon.
Yeah. So that was really bad for the Sewn sisters. I just want to share to you what it could have been like if things worked out better.
They shouldn't have gone out of the ethereal. They should have finished
stayed
up
there
with
and killed
yeah.
you. I didn't. Yeah,
But
that's
they
what should have
joked
happened.
around how pathetic she was,
Yeah.
and 30 seconds later they all did.
So I made them a 17th level wizard.
All material.
They had a bunch of stuff to poke you around. They didn't have Earthbind. I got rid of that one.
They blasted Lucia with so many high-level spells, and in the end, Lucia kind of did not care.
They should have come out and done damaging spells right away. But yeah, so they had lots of stuff that didn't come up, but that's okay. Would you do anything to desecrate their corpses?
No. I would want to destroy the corpses likely.
Like with fire?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Burn them to crisp.
You don't
Have
want to throw them
nothing
into the
remain.
cauldron for poetic justice?
No, that'll do something. I'm incinerating the corpses as we speak.
Very good. You burn them away. Very good.
I'll make it a log of
Well, I guess
fire.
Lucia is the only thing left of this cover now.
Yep.
Funny, a minute ago they called me a failure. And unfortunately, this failure was good enough to kill them, so much for their superiority.
You say as you're
Kill one
bleeding
of them,
from
not
every
encourage
orifice.
you. As you literally sweat blood.
Alright.
Are you alright, Lucia?
You know? Feel pretty alright.
You don't look it. You look like shit, honestly.
I've looked worse. Just true. I thought it would be more fulfilling. Not that it's not fulfilling, but it feels more like when you finish a chore, you don't really feel fulfilled that you did the chore, you're just happy it's done with. Oh well.
Do you want to rest before we head into the next room? Or...
Yes, please. That would be nice.
Alright, short rest time.
short rest? Well...
While you short rest, Nare is just over in the corner talking to the cat, telling the cat all about her day. How she's been.
Oh my lord, my hit dice rolls are awful.
I believe Riley's here because he's only muted. I don't have much longer because I said
I heard my
talk to
name.
My parents.
Oh, fair enough.
Can we do like the last puzzle? Would that be possible?
Yeah, absolutely. So quickly run your short rest stuff. And you did make sure you incinerate all the corpse, right?
Yeah. Like I'm not not even as a trophy. Nope. I've learned my mistakes.
Gotcha.
Incinerated. Like there's an entire pillar of fire where I burn the corpses.
Real quick, just for fun, roll me.
I put it in this cage and like burning the corpses in the cage.
Roll me.
I did not take any damage in that fight, so
Yeah, I know.
I think I was the only one who took damage.
3d20, Olaf.
Okay. I'm assuming if they get sucked into the soulmonger.
No, this is something different.
13, 10, 11.
Okay. All right. That was just to determine something on my end. Very good. So you have turned them to ash, and then you place the final octagonal key in the door. There's the click.
Can a certain someone do a remove curse on me, please?
Yes, please.
Maxane will cast a move card.
Into the rest.
I need to be unbiggened.
Oh, right.
Does the remove curse work without any problem, or is there anything else?
Yeah.
So do this one.
Yeah, it's just a curse.
That is a surprisingly not that bad downside. Yeah, I would have
have it for a while.
shared the information with the party, so...
Beyond this door, you see a plaster-walled room that is 15 feet high. There's a leather-backed tome resting upon a wooden lectern bolted to the floor. Set into the wall behind the lectern are 8 human skeletons arranged so that they appear to be falling, and all of them are screaming. So, for clarification, it looks like there are skeletons that are in the process of falling that were just sort of pasted over with the plaster.
Okay. I guess. Am I taking lead on this one? Or... I will go in and read the lectern.
Yeah, so there's a book atop of the lectern. It is open. It's got some words on it. What language do you speak?
Giant Dwarvish common.
No words you understand.
I don't read these runes.
What about you, Abby?
Also have a look. She speaks Celestial, Primordial, Abyssal, Giant, and Common.
Nope. No idea.
Okay, we've covered, and I say the languages as we speak. Can someone else speak a language other than that?
Elvish and Undercommon.
Neither
Give
of
it
those.
a go.
Go figure.
No. Do we have comprehend languages? I feel like we have comprehend language.
One of you should.
Didn't Azaka even have that on her thing?
No,
Cure
she's
wounds,
not
guiding
Asaka.
bolt, restoration. Oh, she can. Oh, Asaka, sweetheart, please give me some cure wound.
She can do that.
3 times per day. Because I did not manage to properly heal full because my rolls were absolute garbage. Another 6. Another 8. 14.
Gotcha. So you've walked in here. You've looked at the book. You can't read what's on the book. It's in a language you don't know. There's the wooden lectern. There's everything else is featureless except for those skeletons in the plaster. What do you want to do?
Elspeth will use Gondol's power to understand any written or spoken language.
You suddenly can be able to read it. It is written in Infernal. On the left-hand page, it says, "See the lever clear as day." On the right-hand side, it says, "Spin, spin, iron spider." And it's open about to the middle of the book.
I'll just start reading from the front, I guess.
Yeah, so you flip back. So you read in page 1, backward, 8 to 1. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Tell me at... well, here, I'll post the pages one by one, and if you want to stop at any point, you tell me. So you say, backward, 8 to 1. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Those are the first 2 pages. Flip the page. Keep the spider locked away. See the lever clear as day.
Yeah, I'm not reading these aloud. I'm just...
Oh,
in
to
my head.
yourself.
Yeah.
In that case, I'll just post all of them because it doesn't matter if you're not reading them aloud.
Can you put, forward, 1 to 8. Okay, wait.
You can't seem to lift the book. The covers seem to be affixed to the lectern to some extent.
Decider. Spin, iron spider. What the fuck?
Does anything in this room look like a spider?
Not as far as you can see.
There's a page that says spin, iron spider.
Olaf, if you want to make a perception check looking around, you certainly can.
I'm trying to follow these, be backwards. Like 8 to 1. These sound like I'm running around this room. Sure. Let's make a perception check.
Well, it probably wants you to read a book aloud backwards and then go forward.
Beep. 21.
21. So you very clearly see that along the floor, the border of this room, it looks like the floor is a pit trap. Yeah, you don't necessarily see a seam down the middle, but you can see that along the edges of the walls, there's a slight gap that would suggest the floor falls away.
That's not good. The floor falls away, so maybe try not to say anything in
Got it.
I'm texting someone. And say anything wrong?
Well, I think that we start by reading backwards.
Okay, so you want to do that?
And no, because I'd like to know. Yeah, I guess I think that things might start like appearing as we read it, so I'm gonna start. I'll start with page 8. And
you have Featherfall, right?
I have Featherfall. I could cast Fly on myself, but it's a 3rd level slot.
Gotcha.
So it's a bit of a. It's a good safety net, but.
You know what? For the sake of you have Fly and Featherfall, like it's better if we minimize the number of people that you'll have to use spell slots on.
So you'll have to be at the lectern to read it because you can't lift the book up.
Yeah.
I will try to be at the doorway, trying to like look out for things and help that way if that's okay.
Okay, I'll cast Fly on myself.
Okay. So you'll have to be in the middle of the room, but you can absolutely be off the floor.
Yep. And then I'll start reading. I'll go forward, 1 to 8, speak the rhyme and meet your fate. Turn their flesh and bones to cider, spin, spin, iron spider. see the lever clear as day, keep the spider locked away, speak the rhyme until it's done, backwards, 8-1,
All right.
and then I think I'll go back in the other direction.
Well, you have no need to, because nothing bad happens.
Oh.
You hear a clicking sound as a hidden compartment on the side of the lectern cracks open.
Okay.
You can pull the compartment open, and you see
Well.
within there is a tiny little lever.
Okay. I'll pull it.
You pull it. There's a clicking sound, and the skeleton key turns in the doorway. And the skeleton door hisses as it begins to release all the locks.
Oh,
Guys,
was
we need a hero
easiest
pose
one, yeah.
for the fucking trailer, guys. Guys, we need a hero pose in front of the opening door where the light shoots through, and then we also have some legs.
Elspeth, give me a perception check real quick as you leave the room.
Oh, okay.
Just for fun, because Olaf missed it.
Sure.
I did?
12.
Yeah, you don't catch it either.
Yeah, I don't think I can hit anything that Olaf couldn't with a 21. Okay,
I'm
is that where we're
surprised
ending
you
it then?
wasn't
Because
hit
you're supposed to, like, mute
Yeah,
his cam?
absolutely.
My parents are here. Just they're sleeping in my room where I keep my PC. I can stay
Oh,
on
I
call,
gotcha,
but I'd have to
gotcha.
move.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't think we're
so
covering
I
much
guess we'll
else
get
today. It
back
is
to
8
it next
o'clock.
time. There we go. The skeleton door
Almost.
hangs loosely on its hinges, waiting to be pushed open. Thank you for playing.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I expected it to open like a vault door in Fallout.
All right, so
But it
we'll
was
pick up
really
there
fun
next time.
playing today.
Yeah, I miss you guys. See you later, Olaf.
Yeah, it was nice.
Enjoy your parents.
Yep, I'm gonna get the cats tomorrow. I will send plenty of photos as
Nice.
they bite and scratch me as I'm a new person.
That was
They came from, so either they're gonna hate me because I'm a man, or they're gonna like me because I'm a man. Because they came from a home where they were neglected, but the person that was looking after them was a man. So either they'll hate me because of that, or they'll like me because,
based
like, I'm a
cats,
familiar
honestly.
sort of thing. Based
I'm going to
hates
give an
men.
inspiration to Mia for Lucia bringing her story full circle and finding a very poetic
Yay.
way to tie that off. So you get an inspiration to use
And I
next time?
will never mention that I kill Stole twice.
That's fair.
But that is fine.
I don't
I
know
got
if there's
final
anything
blow.
else to do, really. You have the good sense to incinerate the bodies, and Olaf rolled high enough that there aren't any body pieces left. So Mr. Threadneedle isn't going to be able to resurrect the hags, so they're done. It's a good job.
Do I incinerate Mr. Threadneedle? He's pretty to be an issue.
So
Wait, did
fun
we
thing-
not kill the guy yet?
No.
No, he just sort of
You
became
left him sitting in the
passive
corner.
and does nothing now.
Yeah, he was waiting for you guys to leave, and then he was going to try to resurrect the hags. But no, you made sure you just incinerated their entire bodies. He didn't miss anything.
I'm just that good, guys. I'm just that good. Oh, fuck, I'm putting the blinds up. No, people are not going to watch my parents sleep.
So, we'll pick up there next time as you move onward.
Onward.
Any other comments, questions, or concerns before we leave?
It was actually nice to hit the Vorpal sword hit. How much
Yeah.
HP was Dread Widow
Oh, she had,
Throat
like,
when I hit them
45
with the
left.
Vorpal sword? Oh, so that was a decent Vorpal sword.
So
hit. That's
there,
good.
I buffed their base AC from 112 to 135, and they started
One
this fight
second,
with
I'm going to
30
scroll
10 hit
up and
points.
see what my crit damage was.
So their effective hit points at the start of the combat was 165.
Your crit damage was like 36 if the
Yeah.
Wobble Sword hadn't killed. With the bonus damage from having
Yeah.
crit
It
with bolts.
was 41 crit damage. Without if it didn't kill. Okay, that's cool. Well, that's only 86. But, anyways, awesome playing with you guys.
Thank
As
you.
always, I'm gonna go. Enjoy the rest of your evening
Yeah, you too.
and weekend if I don't see you. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I don't have anything else to talk about. It's really hard to run combat.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like 3 high level spellcasters.
Yeah.
good,
Also,
though.
action economy just destroys everything.
It was, I mean, this would have been an absolute bloodbath if I just decided to go to the material plane
Yes.
and fight them there.
Yes. I also probably should have had them start on the material plane. Because them having to waste actions to attack people was a mistake. But that's on me.
It would have made sense if they were bubbling out of the cauldron.
Yeah.
But also, they would be on the material plane if they don't have to do on the
My
ethereal plane.
thinking was they were going to come through on the ethereal plane, spy on you guys and then use an opportune time to attack you. Because the trigger for them knowing you're here is the feast. When you go into the feast room, they know that you're here. Then they come and watch you from the ethereal plane and then attack you at the best time. But since you were here, you knew immediately that they were here. And Olaf, of course, had the invisibility. So
Yeah.
sometimes
And Lucia got to
it breaks bad.
figure out herself.
I'll just have to find ways to lower your hit points other ways. I'm going to sign off. Stop the recording.